Madison and at ESPN Milwaukee. Vibes are different up at 1265. Gosh, we've talked about it a little bit, but I want to go into it from the coaching level, because when you hear the guy at the podium named Matt LaFleur talk about how different things feel, it almost like is an evolution of what Kyle has been figuring out about his toxic relationship with Aaron Rodgers. What was your coming to Jesus moment? Rodgers saying that, or you just go into the podium saying him and Bobby Kennedy, Robert F. Kennedy.
It just doesn't stop. He came off a season where he got hurt, and then he comes to the podium and he answers a question instead of saying, "Yeah, I'm not focused on that." He wanted to let everybody know, "Look at me! I almost became the vice president nominee for Bobby Kennedy."
So let's hear from Matt LaFleur, because I think there's a lot to peel off of just this very simple statement from Matt LaFleur as he spoke to reporters after OTAs, and just good to get the perspective from Matty LaFleur. Yes, right now.
Attendance here, and I know we had one guy missing today for a personal matter, but we've had almost 100% the entire offseason, which has been the best that we've had since I've been here. So, and I always think that when you look around the league, when your quarterback's there, it just naturally has a way of attracting everybody to come. And we're still a very young football team as well. And so these guys, they want to put in the work. I think we got a lot of guys that love the game and love the process of grinding together and going through some tough things together. And but to have him here is, you can't put a value on that.
Matt LaFleur absolutely glowing about Jordan Love being in the building with his teammates, and you could feel Matt LaFleur's smile through the microphone. Brad Nortman, your overall takeaway there.
Man, what do we know about Matt LaFleur? Whenever he speaks at the podium, he always has a little bit of subtext, right? He's saying something, but you got to listen to what the subtext underneath what he's saying is. And this time, you don't even have to read that much into subtext, because he said this is the best attendance he's had since he's been there. He could have stopped right there, and his point would have been made that he's happy of everybody in attendance, but he didn't. He kept going. And what did he go on and say? When your quarterback is there, it naturally attracts others. This is, of course, referencing Aaron Rodgers now showing up in 2021 and now showing up in 2022. And I went back and looked at the list of guys who were not there in 2021 or 2022. Listen to these names that were not at the Packers training camp, or OTAs, in prior years. 2021, Devontae Adams, MVS, Allen Lazard, obviously Aaron Rodgers, David Bakhtiari, Jair Alexander. So those are some pretty big names. You need those guys to be there.
Some of your highest paid players.
And then again in 2022, Aaron Rodgers, Jair Alexander, Lazard, Sammy Watkins, Mercedes Lewis, Preston Smith, Rashawn Gary, Rasul Douglas, and David Bakhtiari and Elgin Jenkins.
Well, you said Rashawn Gary?
Yeah, I think he was rehabbing, though.
Okay.
I think he was rehabbing. But Preston Smith wasn't there.
Point taken.
Yeah.
100 near 100% attendance to what would already go maybe below or around 90% just with the lists you had there?
And those are guys that make up your core starting guys. Those are your playmakers. And when Rodgers is there, message is delivered, these are not that important. And funny enough, now Rodgers is attending there. His actions sum up they're important, but this is Matt LaFleur directly comparing Jordan Love to Aaron Rodgers and basically declaring Jordan Love, in a lot of ways, is the anti-Aaron Rodgers in his demeanor, in his commitment, and how much he affects this team. I think Matt LaFleur wants to make a clear delineation that, like, that was that other guy. We got our guy now with Jordan Love. I think he's excited. You could feel the excitement in his breath, and that subtext shouts to me that, you know what? I'm going to compare him to Aaron Rodgers. I'm not scared to do it, and this is how important it is.
Yeah, as Ben was saying earlier, is the fact that our coach, Matt LaFleur, is finally figuring out, and he's probably had this process as well, is that a refresh in trying something new and changing of the guard sometimes isn't bad, right? It's a scary thing and a scary thought to think that you're going to move on from Aaron Rodgers, who was an MVP when you were here, a quarterback that got you to NFC Championship games. And it's a scary thought to say we're going to move on to a guy that in practice, and admittedly, Jordan Love said, listen, in practice, you really can't show everything that you have. And so to go from a sure thing to something that was an unknown, that is a tough thing. But now Matt LaFleur is finally free. He now understands that this this team can be so much better when he has a chance to actually put his identity on this team, when guys are actually buying into things, when he's not coddling to what Aaron Rodgers has to say, or think about the fact that Aaron Rodgers is, de facto type head coach, or a guy that you have to worry about your decisions. I love hearing him talk about different things such as, hey, we're going to have joint practice. I'm excited about that. And then hear my quarterback say the exact same thing about the positives of having a joint practice, right? You don't have any of that negativity. You don't have to look over your shoulder to think, if I say this, how will Aaron Rodgers react? Because know this about Aaron Rodgers, is that Matt LaFleur might have been the head football coach, but Aaron Rodgers was the voice of that football team. If Matt said something and Aaron Rodgers went against it, everybody be in between two things, and they're going to look at Aaron Rodgers. Why? Because Aaron Rodgers was a proven starting quarterback in the NFL. So you can tell that Matt LaFleur feels more in control, he feels more in command, and he feels like finally he can put his imprint and identity on this football team. And I'm telling y'all, we are going to see the results of this because we saw it last year when he told Jordan Love to let it rip. Wait till you get a chance to see it this year. 100% attendance almost, and one person being out for personal reasons. That is a big freaking deal.
800-990-3776. Look, I think it's fascinating to see Matt LaFleur's evolution as a head coach, right? Like, he came in and had instant success, 13 wins in his first 3 years. I mean, like, that is a hard precedent to set for yourself and continue to rise to those levels. And now you have what was a down year, obviously, in 2022. You missed the playoffs because the Detroit Lions come in. You move on from Aaron Rodgers, and then they make the playoffs in Jordan Love's first year. The natural assumption is they are going to take the next step based off of Jordan Love's 8 games and based off of what Matt LaFleur was able to do. My question is, like, did this just all, again, this is crazy that we're having these type of conversations, but did it all just work out perfectly? Like, did Aaron Rodgers literally exit at the perfect time for the Green Bay Packers?
Well, you could make the argument the Packers could get a whole lot bigger of a haul if they traded him after the 2021 season.
But that's a different conversation, because if they got a bigger haul, was Jordan Love going to be the quarterback that he turned into last year?
He probably wasn't ready.
And so if you moved on from Rodgers at the right time, you then had 2 MVP seasons where you guys had a really good shot.
Yep, you did.
You made it to an NFC Championship game twice. One was real. You had a number 1 seed and lost to the 49ers. And after that, Rodgers' demise internally, it hurt the team, and here you go. Now Matt LaFleur has learned from all of that and can have his message be portrayed in a way that is reaching not just, like, maybe you had said, Kyle, if Aaron Rodgers didn't believe what Matt LaFleur was saying, you'd have a split locker room. Now it's all in sync.
It is in sync, but here's the thing. I know I'm going to sound very, green and gold and all this. I'm having the G on my helmet that I wear. But at the end of the day, the reason why I believe that this transition has worked the way it has is because the Green Bay Packers as an organization 30-plus years ago, they figured out this is what our formula is going to be, and this is how we're going to do things. We are going to do things the Packer way. And with doing things the Packer way, they had the right time to move on from Aaron Rodgers. Because don't think when Aaron Rodgers went into hiding, you think it was just because he didn't return Goody's call that Aaron Rodgers was going to move on. Aaron knew when he went into ayahuasca or darkness or whatever the heck he was doing, he knew at that point that his time was done, and Goody knew at that point his time was done. The Packers were ready to move on from him, just like they were ready to move on from Brett Favre when Brett Favre retired as well. This is not a coincidence. This is exactly what the foundation of what this organization is. This is why they found success, because they stick to their guns. They stick to exactly what they believe is going to work, and I'm telling you, it has not equated in championships every single year, but it has made you a competitive football team with a competitive roster year in, year out for the last 30 years.
Justin in the 262 chimes in, not the Are You Smarter Than Ben Brust grader. Where's the hate for Jordan Love not committing to this season without a new contract?
Come on.
Tell him, Brad. I don't want to yell today.
Listen.
I'm trying to keep my cool.
We're still early enough in the process that we don't have to get too excitable about Jordan Love. Now, that time will come. But Jordan Love, this is a life-changing deal for him, so he should wait and try to get the best deal he possibly can. It's on the Green Bay Packers to make sure he's paid and paid commensurately to how important he is. Matt LaFleur just said it. Your quarterback sets the tone for your entire organization, particularly the Green Bay Packers. Guys that didn't show up when Aaron Rodgers was the quarterback are now showing up because of hope and because of Jordan Love.
But you understand why they did not show up. It's because Aaron Rodgers, the leader of that football team, let it be known that it was okay not to be 100% bought in if you were a veteran. That was the identity and that was the tone that was set by Aaron Rodgers. When you have a new leader of a football team, and when, like you said, Brad, you have hope, right? You listen to Xavier McKinney talk. Xavier McKinney is in awe with this football team, not because it's the most talented DBs he's ever seen. No, it's because they believe in that locker room. They are building something special. They're going to continue where they're going to leave off. They're going to start where they left off from last season. Though it was a loss, they took the 49ers to the brink of elimination. They had an opportunity in that game. This team believes in themselves going into next year, and the quarterback is there leading the way, and that's why I'm excited for this season because I know Jordan Love is going to take the next step, not only on the field, but as a leader of this organization.
800-990-3776. That's the ESPN Wisconsin talk and text line. Would love to get your reaction to, I don't know, just the vibe of what the Green Bay Packers team is. And I'll ask Kyle, it could be prisoner of the moment for you, but is this the best you have felt heading into a season?
Not the best I've ever felt heading to a season now. I mean, you're talking about Green Bay Packers after they won the Super Bowl, got a lot of players back. I'm thinking that year is going to be great. They went 15-1. This is not the best I've ever felt.
You went back to 2010-11.
I mean, but this is, as a Packers fan, a lot of times you feel good going into the year. I do feel more refreshed this year than I did last.
Well, I have a question regarding the Justin and 262. Is anybody mad at Jordan Love for not fully 100% committing?
Don't put this on me because I will say it all day long. If he doesn't have a contract by training camp, I wouldn't risk stepping on the field because of them not picking up the 5th-year option and him playing for his life last year, betting on himself. He is only due in 2024 $6 million base and $5 million on top of that on what he earned in incentives for 2023. He is not at $11 million, in my opinion, stepping on that field. If it was me, I guess. If it was me, not my opinion. If it was me, I'd be like, absolutely not. I bet on myself. You guys didn't pick up my 5th-year option, so now we're in a situation where you got to pay me find the right price.
It's May. No, I'm not concerned of what he says in May about this. He's here. His actions have shown, from texting his teammates, from working on the summer, his what he has done shows that he's going to be here.
So Justin agrees, and he chimed back in. I want Love to get the money reserves. I find it funny that if Rodgers said that he would have been destroyed, double standard. It's not a double standard. It is Jordan Love's first contract. If anything, Aaron Rodgers, right, at the end of his career, there's no such thing as a hometown discount. I've obviously yelled about that before, but you could make the argument that if you really, really cared about your legacy, you maybe would have done a little bit more team-friendly. I'm not saying he should have, but you could make the argument. This is not the same situation, Love versus Rodgers. We'll continue to get your reaction, 800-990-3776. Brad and Kyle have a lot more to say, plus Alex Strofe chomping at the bit to have his voice heard. We'll get to all of you in KBN Nation, plus the delusional poll of the day from our folks at ESPN 1000 in Chicago. Next.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman.
We've called him Whitey Tighties. We've called him the Hall Monitor. He's Jesse Nelson. He's just, I'm Jesse Nelson. Kyle, you're Jesse Nelson.
On ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
My Aunt Bella was telling a story, and her speech was a bit slurred. Her smile was drooping. Was she having a stroke? I knew it was time to run through the B FAST checklist. B, balance. Bella was fine. E, eyes. Her vision was fine. F, face. Oh, the drooping. A, arms. She could lift both arms. S, speech. Oh, definitely slurred. T, terrible headache. She had one. Signs of a stroke. I called 911 and saved Aunt Bella's life.
Brought to you by the Wisconsin Department of Health Services Coverdell Stroke Program.
Don't put your life on hold to earn a degree. Lakeland University has a long history of making students' dreams come true. Since 1862, build a schedule that meets your needs with options for 7- and 12-week courses, evening classes, and the ability to join classes remotely. Lakeland University is Wisconsin's leader in evening and online education. They have a main campus in Sheboygan County and 6 centers throughout the whole state. Lakeland University, affordable, quality, flexible. Find out your next steps at info.lakeland.edu.
On Thursday, May 30th, join Sharp Literacy for the 9th annual Unwrapped Milwaukee fundraising event from 5 to 8 p.m. at the Deco in West Allis. Unwrapped is an evening of community, creativity, and food. Top area chefs will create gourmet appetizer, entree, and dessert bites using McDonald's ingredients. The fundraiser will support Sharp's STEAM-based educational program, serving thousands of urban elementary students in 49 Milwaukee, Waukesha, and Racine schools. For tickets, visit sharpliteracy.org.
I'm the guy that never gives 5 stars because I never believe that anything is perfect. But I would give them 20 stars if I could.
Ernest Stellar Review belongs to QC Kinetics, the nation's leader in regenerative treatments. They came through when he badly needed relief for his aching knees, and doctors had told him that surgery was the only option.
What they're doing is cutting edge, and it really helps. And I'm a tough sell.
QC Kinetics is led by National Medical Director Dr. Mitchell Scheinkup, a pioneer in this field. With 20 years of clinical work, tons of research, teaching, publishing in non-surgical natural pain treatments. These are the medical pros to trust.
I'm living my life basically pain-free from what I was dealing with, so I'm a happy camper today, no doubt about it.
QC Kinetics. Call today to see if you're a candidate.
Call QC Kinetics, 414-285-3474. That's 414-285-3474. 414-285-3474.
Spring is here, and your Milwaukee and Chicago area IKEA stores are rolling the savings outdoors for the annual sidewalk sale. Visit IKEA Oak Creek, Bolingbrook, and Schaumburg from May 10th to the 27th for a wide variety of furniture and home furnishings at big discount. New products will be added throughout the sale. And don't miss IKEA's Sidewalk Sale Super Saturdays, May 11th, 18th, and 25th, where the first 200 IKEA family members receive a $25 gift card. Not an IKEA family member yet? Visit IKEA.com/US to sign up today.
Prize Picks is America's #1 fantasy sports app with more than 5 million members. It is the most fun and exciting way to get in on the action while you watch your favorite sports and players. Pretty simple. You just pick more or less on 2 or more players' stats for a shot to win up to 100x on your cash. And testing my skills on Prize Picks this playoff basketball season, it's the most simple way to get in on the action. You just select 2 or more players, pick more or less on their projected stats, and submit your lineup. Made my first $10 deposit and received an instant $10 bonus. If you have the skills, you can play for a shot at turning your $10 into $1,000. This playoff season, the star players mean more on Prize Picks. Keep an eye out for starred players on the board, and you could receive a 10% payout boost if they're in your winning lineup. Download the app today and use that code WI for a first deposit match up to $100. That's code WI on Prize Picks for a first deposit match up to $100. Pick more, pick less. It's that easy.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
You got to get in the game and get in all the action with the Underdog Fantasy Sports app today. I'm going to start it off with this. Promo code KBN. Write it down, text it, do what you have to do. But promo code KBN, and you use that promo code KBN, and Underdog will give you a mystery special pick to use on your first pick'em entry and a deposit offer. You say, well, how do I play? Well, you download the Underdog Fantasy app today in the mobile app store that you have, or you go to UnderdogFantasy.com. And then once you have it downloaded, you pick between 2 to 5 players from at least 2 different teams. You got to select higher or lower on those player stats in KBN Nation. If your picks hit, you can win up to 100. Yes, 100 times your money. It's fun to play. You can win money, but it's even more fun watching the game and playing as well. So make sure you get in the game today with the Underdog Fantasy app by using promo code KBN for Underdog Fantasy. It must be 18 plus and present in the state where Underdog Fantasy operates. Terms apply. Concern with your play, call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit ncpgambling.org.
He's Kyle Wallace. I'm Ben Brust alongside Brad Nortman, longtime NFL punter, Super Bowl 50 runner-up. Strofe, what is your best athletic achievement?
It's a good question, Ben. I would say my final WIAA sanctioned basketball game.
What does that mean?
Sanctioned?
Is that like JV, junior varsity?
Yeah, it was JV. I was a sophomore. We're playing at our crosstown rival, Wrightstown High School. This is back when they still had quarters. I'm aging myself. I had a 3/4 court shot at the end of the third quarter.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was sweet.
So your best athletic achievement was hitting a 3/4 court shot in a JV game.
I had like 17 points that game.
Okay, I didn't know if this was the only shot you made.
Was it the baseball throw? Was it just the long
That's a
ball?
good question.
Long ball.
It's like the two-handed kind of push.
One of my best friends was our point guard, and he was like, "Dude, give me the ball," and I said, "I'm taking this."
Oh, this is like Will Smith
and I sunk it.
Have you guys seen the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air episode where?
Yes,
Yeah,
Carlton
refused
takes
to give it the ball. but he
I
missed-
checked myself out of the game. I was like, "I'm done. That's my JV career. I'm done."
So So you had 17 points in JV as a sophomore. What happened after that?
I quit.
You quit.
Why?
I opted to work for a newspaper than to continue my athletic career.
So you ended on top. You were tired at the top of your game.
Yeah.
You never know.
The last organized shot I ever took, I
mean,
sunk.
we always ask athletes, right? You know, would you want to retire after a Super Bowl and go off into the sunset, or do you play until you can't go anymore? And Strofe, you're a perfect use case example where we now ask somebody who went out at the top of their career.
Yeah, no doubt.
Do you have any regrets about doing so?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, it's only natural.
We lost that game by 35 points.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Wow.
I thought this was like a game-winning shot. You just shot it at the end of the third quarter and didn't play the whole fourth quarter?
So your best
Yeah, we were
athletic
down
achievement
big,
was
and-
a selfish 3/4 court shot that you took yourself out of a game and you got your butt beat?
Well, I wanted the subs to play.
Are you sure you weren't the subs?
No, I was a starter. Thank you very much.
No, I'm just making sure that you didn't know that.
At that point,
if you came off the bench, you're a sub.
I thought I was doing a nice thing, and I was like, these guys probably don't have a varsity future. I should let them play. Little did I know I didn't have a varsity future either. So I
By
probably would've
choice,
stayed
or did you know you weren't going to make it?
No, I probably would have played my junior year. My senior year, though, the freshman class, dude. One guy's still playing. He was just at West Virginia last year, who was a big. I was technically a 5, by the way. I was a center.
You were a
Get
center?
outta here.
You don't have an ass.
I don't have any.
Your team
I don't have anything.
sucked.
Yeah,
Had
you-
to suck. If you the big guy, oh man, I would have gave you trouble. And I'm a
Yeah,
whole
and
foot shorter
that's
than
why I
you.
was like, I don't want to be playing these farm towns who have 250
All right.
pounds.
I didn't plan on going here, but now I want to, everyone in the room plus KBN Nation, if it is memorable, right? I want your greatest athletic achievement, moment.
Why'd you ask me that?
I don't know, because everyone who is involved with sports probably wanted to play or played or has something that they hold on to. It's the classic, I'm at the bar with my friends and we're still talking about high school football, dreams.
I don't know that I've ever told that story.
That's why I'm glad I got it out of you. You're uncomfortable about it.
A little bit.
It's weird.
Yeah.
Brad, I know you played in the Super Bowl, but if you could pick one meaningful play in your career, high school, college, NFL, what is the one moment that means the most to you?
Probably the Iowa fake punt, where we were playing at Iowa my junior year. We were both top 15 teams coming off the heels of beating Ohio State, #1 in the nation. We were at Iowa. It was a game-winning drive. It was 4th and 6, I believe, and on our own 24, and we called the fake punt where I ran it. It is, in fact, the background of our producer's computer right now.
Oh, wow.
Is me
I did
running
make it the background.
the ball. So that's what I'm probably most known for at my time at Wisconsin. Most impact I feel like I had on a game. I wasn't even punting. How about that? But there was other games.
That shows how much you care about your own position that you played in the NFL.
Exactly. I toted the rock for 17 yards. There are other games where I maybe had more effect punting on the game, but it was like I punted 6, 7, 8 times and we got the win because of that. But so no singular punt where I'm like, that changed the game.
Josh DiMaggio, producer of Jen, Gabe, and Chewy, chimes in. And if this is true, which I'm questioning that it is, because I figured I'd be betting on him in MLB baseball. I struck out 13 consecutive batters in rec league baseball sophomore year.
That's a pretty impressive streak, no matter who you are or when you are.
Wait.
13.
Wait. You buried the lead. You ran away from it.
Yeah, he ran away from it.
They had rec league baseball in high school?
In McGuanago?
What is going on? I didn't even know they had rec league baseball in high school.
But is that like intramural?
I didn't know there was intramural in high school.
We had intramural basketball in high school for fun, but recreational.
Josh, what was the pitch again? You have to text me and Josh DiMaggio the pitch that you got everyone on their heels or on their knees swinging through. It had to be a knuckle curve from old Joshy DiMaggio. Let's go to Dale in Oak Creek, your biggest athletic achievement. What do you got, Dale?
I got two of them real quick. My first one was my freshman year in college, Division III wrestling, and I was going against UW Whitewater, and the guy was just kind of beating me pretty good. And I ended up catching him in the third period with a headlock, threw him over, and I pinned him. And that guy ended up going on later that season and beating our varsity guy that was at my weight class.
Let's go.
Okay.
Let's go, Dale.
That is a great accomplishment.
You got two. You better give me some more.
Where'd you go to college, Dale?
Lakeland College.
The Milwaukee.
No.
College.
Sheboygan
versus University.
Yeah, I was up in Sheboygan. My other one was I was playing co-ed slow pitch softball, and I came up to bat, and the guy told everybody in the outfield to back up and move to the left field, and I said, just for that, I'm going to put this thing into right. Just joking around, and sure enough, I hit a home run to right.
Oh, wow. Wow, Babe Ruth right there.
Dale in Oak Creek bringing the achievements. KBN Nation, your athletic achievements that are coming on the text line I love, but I'd also love to hear from you. We'll get to Kyle's. We'll get to my sappy one, 800-990-3776. Appleman in the Orchard had 6 sacks against Union Grove football on a muddy night in his sophomore year of high school.
Cool.
Kenny Clark, baby. Kenny Clark equals Appleman. John from Racine threw a perfect game in high school.
Cool.
Oh, man.
That's not in baseball.
Great accomplishments.
Not in baseball.
In kickball.
Oh, that's even harder.
Is it?
That is. I mean, you got to get 18 out.
You have a great outfield.
I mean, they must have been catching everything.
Yes.
Because
they're playing slow people. The easiest play sometimes is a bunt.
Yeah, true.
Yeah,
true.
Some scrubs out there.
Yeah, I mean, you see it in baseball nowadays. When there's a perfect game going in the 6th, 7th, 8th inning, do you start thinking about bunting to break up the perfect game or the no-hitter? I would say if it's like 5-0, I think it's Bush League. But if it's like 2-3-0, it's still a ball game. I'm okay with it. I'm okay breaking it up. 800-990-3776. Again, 800-990-ESPN. Your best athletic achievement. This started from Alex Strouf's 3/4 court buzzer beater down 30 against Wrightsville.
Wrightstown.
Same thing. Somebody has one very similar to you, Alex. Greg in the 608. I missed a buzzer beater shot in my last JV game to tie the game. I became the varsity announcer the following season.
Cool.
What are you salty about?
Did you become the announcer
that
too?
you and Greg are the same?
Is that when play-by-play started?
Me and Greg are a lot alike.
800-990-3776. Strofe will get your calls. We'll also get your texts. Your biggest and best athletic achievement. Brad, take it from here.
Oh, it's getting that time of the week, guys, where I'm starting to think about, what am I going to do this upcoming weekend? It's Memorial Day weekend. I am grabbing my carbless. That's all I know. No matter what I'm doing, where I'm going to be, whether it's going to be hanging out on the patio, a little barbecue, hanging out on the lake, maybe go to a Brewers game coming up here next week when Craig Counsell comes to town. It's always a great time to grab a carbless. Carbless is my go-to drink. It's the only thing I'm drinking. That's because it's guiltless. I'm dieting. I'm working out. I'm trying to live a healthy lifestyle. And carbless, it allows me to enjoy my drinks in a guiltless manner. No carbs, no sugars, no gluten, less carbonation leading to less bloat, and 100 calories per can. And right now, the fruit flavors are tasting oh so good. Something about that warm weather and a cold carbless in your hands, it hits the spot. Whether you're having lemon lime, pineapple, or cranberry, or the classic cocktails like margarita, strawberry margarita, Moscow Mule, or Paloma. There are so many to choose from. If you haven't discovered why carbless is my go-to drink and why everybody else is starting to get on board too, you need to discover why less is more. Find carbless at a retailer or online near you.
And Nortman, it's a fake. Great call and great execution.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN.
I think it's clear.
Yeah, and if Doc replicates what Booty did last year, or all I'm saying
Come on, guys! His name is Coach Bud!
If he replicates
Coach Booty!
what Coach Bud
on ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Hey, it's Kyle Walsh for the Bath Authority, and if your bath or shower is old, outdated, has mold and mildew, or broken tiles, you gotta call my friends at the Bath Authority. All Bath Authority products are 100% made in the USA and can be installed in as little as 1 day by a certified factory technician. Elevate your bathroom to a new level of luxury, style, and safety by scheduling your free in-home estimate and getting $1,500 off a new shower or bath, plus 36 months of interest-free financing. Restrictions do apply. TheBathAuthority.com.
You're back at the gym. Your new gym outfit? On point. Your new sneakers? Baller. You've got this. Just like Associated Bank's got you with Access Checking. It's maintenance fee-free with no minimum balance requirements. So when you take your first yoga class in 10 months, your body might surprise you, but your checking account won't. You've got this with Access Checking from Associated Bank. See associatedbank.com/checking or ask a banker for details. Member FDIC.
The freshest ideas start with a stop at Century Foods.
Now through Wednesday, save on 6-pack 0.5-liter bottle or 7-ounce can, selected varieties, Coke products, or mini cans, 4 for $17. 0.77 to 3.4-ounce selected varieties, McCormick Grill Mate spices, 2 for $4. 5 to 8-ounce selected varieties, Sargento Deli-style slices, 2 for $6. 20-ounce selected varieties, Hunt's Ketchup, $1.49. 9.43 to 12-ounce selected varieties, Hebrew National Beef Franks, 2 for $9.
Hey, why'd you throw my glass across the room?
I have to keep practicing.
The vase from Aunt Sophie?
I'm warming up in case I get to take them out at American Family Field. Read this.
Win the ultimate baseball fan experience at Century Foods?
You either get to throw out the first pitch, hold the finish line for the famous racing sausages, or be on the field during batting practice. My new TV!
Just doing a little batting practice of my own.
The ultimate baseball fan experience. Return the entry form found in the weekly ad to any Century by July 24th.
What are we doing today?
One of the employee owners has an idea.
Who is it?
Casey Goodson.
Well, hi, you must be Casey Goodson.
That's me. Casey has been with Kessler's for 22 years and became an owner 12 years ago.
We're excited to hear your idea, Casey.
I call it the One Collection.
But we've had special collections in the past.
What are you saying?
Casey, I think Rick is saying that this can't be the one collection because we've offered special collections in the past.
I'm not saying it's the first collection. It's a special collection of engagement rings for the woman that you know is the one. The one for you. The one forever. What's in it?
Incredibly special rings for incredibly special women. How much?
Most of them are between $725 and $2,800. I like it.
I like it.
Me too.
When you have found the one, you'll find her ring waiting patiently for you to come and pick it up at Kessler's.
For the location of the Kesslers nearest you, visit KesslersDiamonds.com.
It started with a prediction.
We'll go out there and play basketball and win.
And how many games?
6.
It became the culture.
Chance of Bucks in 6.
Being a Bucks fan means you live and breathe Bucks in 6. Brandon Jennings created the prophecy. Tune into Behind the Bucks, the story of Brandon Jennings on the Bucks Plus audio network. Behind the Bucks is presented by Gallagher, your trusted insurance broker and HR and benefits consultant. Available now on Bucks.com/plus, the Bucks app, and streaming wherever you get your podcasts.
That's for the culture.
In Wisconsin, bicycles are legal and intended users of the road. We remind drivers to share the road and make sure to slow down and give at least 3 feet when passing a person biking. Let's make sure everyone, no matter their mode of travel, gets home safely. Learn more at wisconsinbikefed.org.
1 in 10 young adults will experience a form of homelessness this year.
For over 50 years, Covenant House has been helping youth in crisis. To learn more, go to covenanthouse.org today.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN, on ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
The knuckle curve from Josh DiMaggio, producer of Jen, Gabe, and Chewy, struck out 13 consecutive batters in a rec league in high school in Mugwanago. Apparently, he learned it from Ben Hendrickson, who showed it on TV.
He was a closer, right?
4th to last start. 0 outs, 5 hits, 1 walk, and 6 runs. He gave up 6 runs?
Who, Ben Hendrickson? I can see it. He had a little run. Or was it Jim Hendrickson? I'm thinking of maybe Jim.
All I know is that's where he got the knuckle curve. And we're hearing from all of you in KBN Nation with your best athletic achievement. Now, I did love on YouTube Brent chiming in as Brad Nortman said his fake punt versus Iowa in 2010-2011 season after they had beat Ohio State on the road, 4th and 6. Fake punt. Nortman. Let's get Sean McDonough again. Do you have that up still?
And Norman, it's a fake. Great call and great execution.
Oh, Brad's feeling himself.
Great execution.
What'd you do when you got up?
I flipped the ball to the ref and ran off the
sideline.
side.
You didn't do first down.
Yeah, in the moment, my heart was beating so much.
I just want to get off the field.
First down, hurry up, get off, let the offense finish the game.
Brent chimes in, while the Iowa run was good, Brad's best play was the MSU punt where he got the roughing the kicker penalty to win the big championship.
I also agree. I was thinking about doing that one. That's a pivotal moment and a heck of a game. But I had to choose the moment where I was the hero, not the victim.
You were the hero as well in both of them. I was cheering. Hey, good job, Nortman.
Craig in Sussex, your biggest athletic achievement for all of KBN Nation to be impressed with. You're up.
Well, my biggest athletic achievement was probably actually more cerebral. I was in a beer league softball game. I was on second. I tagged on a fly ball, went to third. They appealed that I left early. So the pitcher stepped off the rubber, threw to second. I took off. I slid into home safe. The umpire said he's safe at second and he's safe at home. We won by 1 run, and none of my teammates knew the rule. They were like, "You can do that?"
Yeah, you're like Yelich stealing home the other day against the Marlins.
Well, not quite to that extent.
I know.
I did get a lot of
I'm trying to hype you up.
Day.
You know, I'm trying to give you a little juice for that.
I appreciate that.
800-990-3776. Our guy Jason in Madison, Ben's official bodyguard. Your boy Jason here playing defensive end. I blasted off the line. They were running a toss play, and I snatched the ball out of air, went 70 for the tutty.
Ooh. Cool. That's a lot. That's exhausting.
That's like Bobby Boucher and Waterboy. Bill in Milwaukee. Walk me through this one, Bill. 800-990-3776.
Yeah, I was playing for Hartford High School. I was playing varsity baseball, and they brought up a freshman catcher who had a hard time catching a curveball, and I ended up striking out 4 batters in 1 inning because the catcher would drop the third strike, and the guy would run the first, and finally got out of the inning with 4 strikeouts.
Damn.
That's got to be a rare achievement. I mean, super rare.
Actually, that would be actually kind of fun in an MLB game if it was out of hand. Like, hey, purposely give me a couple drop third strikes just to get my strikeout total up.
Pump that up a little bit. I like that. It's rare air.
Good for prop betting at Potawatomi Casino Hotel. I just got to get to know the catchers like William Contreras. You know, hey, drop this one. Need a little love here. Z and the D, this must be, I'd have to venture to guess baseball related as well. Z and the D, welcome into Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, 800-990-3776. Your biggest athletic achievement?
Happy Wednesday! All right, it's not baseball, though.
Oh, wow.
It's actually 2 different sports. We got, first one is football. When I obviously hung it up after high school, I thought I'd never play again. Then I started playing semi-pro, and I had 3 picks in 1 game. Ended the year with 7 picks in 6 games, so that was kind of rare for me, especially when I only had like 2 in all of my high school career.
Cap or no
and then
cap,
in high school, and then in high school playing hockey, I decided to skate out my junior year because it was a goal of my whole life, and then I during our playoff run our senior, our backup goaltender was ineligible, so I suited up. Didn't play the first game. We won in playoffs, and then the second game, the goaltender got sick, so I had to go suit up for goaltender, and I haven't played in 2 years. We played the number 3 team in state. We did lose 9-3, but I had 54 saves.
Lost 9-3 with 54 saves? Did you guys have a defense? What the hell's going on? Wait, I didn't mean to drop him there. What the hell?
That's a lot of shots.
That's a lot of shots.
What's the save percentage? It's still around 90%.
54 saves.
63 shots?
Yeah.
So that'd be 1/7. What would that be? Like, like 13%?
Yeah, 87%.
Like that?
That's
Yeah,
not good enough, Z in the D.
How'd you do that?
He's a CPA.
It's 1/7, right?
I'm not questioning that.
Yeah.
What do we look like?
Yeah, 54 and 63 can both be divided by 9. So you get...
Yeah, it's 14%.
Yeah.
I was
Boom.
close. So 14% got through 86% save percentage.
Yeah,
Good.
not good enough.
50-something save?
Need 90. Nope, still need 90%.
I want to pull my baby out the goal. Y'all, get him out. Ain't no way in the world my baby going to get hit that many times with a puck.
Rob in Oak Creek. Let's go with this one because I'm a basketball guy and I might be calling cap here as well. Rob, you're up.
All right. Yeah, one summer back in high school, a buddy and I, we shot a lot of hoops all summer long, and we kept statistics. And there was one day where I hit 96 straight free throws and 98 out of 100.
Yeah, see, Rob, I believe you. But what happened, man? You got to 96 and then you didn't get to the 100? Because 100 was a, what are those called? Bucket list thing for me. My record is 137 in a row. I have witnesses.
Jeez.
Wow. 96 and you couldn't get to the 100? Were your knees shaking?
I don't know what went wrong. I obviously missed 2 of the last 4. And I guess you can call me a choker.
Do you remember shot number 97? Was it short or long?
I believe it was long. But it bounced right back to
I'm
it.
happy it was long. You never want to leave it short. Thank you for the call, Rob. I mean, for all of you out there that may at Milwaukee Bucks game or wherever, if you get a chance to shoot a half-court shot for money, I think Potawatomi sponsors it at the Bucks game.
They sure do.
You can't make something that is short. At least get it there. As someone who's loves shooting the basketball.
They try to leave it short? Like, don't you think they just don't have the leg strength and the arm strength?
I think sometimes they think their touch is going to get it there. Just make sure you put some extra oomph on it, because if you leave it short, you never gave it a chance. You hit the backboard, it could hit the rim, it could go in. You can't make something that never gets there.
Yeah, I've never made 10 free throws in a row. So
you ever made 10?
Hell no. My free throw shooting was like Shaq. Terrible.
You know who's made a 3/4 court shot before? Strofe.
Yeah.
Strofe.
Yeah, he's the one guy that made that one.
All right, to wrap this
I went
up.
out for 2 from the free throw line
Of
in a
course.
charity basketball game a few weeks ago.
Yeah, you're right. Easter Seals game. Kurt in High Point, North Carolina. You're up.
Hi. Yes, I had a walk-off home run that I called in the bottom of the ninth. We only played 7 innings back in 1982, my senior year in high school baseball at Worth Park in Brookfield. And the umps had said it's the last inning going into the ninth because of darkness, and they didn't have lights then. And I was third up that inning, and I was telling my teammates, I'm going deep, don't worry about it, this game is over. And the first 2 guys made out, and the first pitch from the pitcher, because he was throwing fastballs, first pitch all game, and I was hot. I was already like 3 for 3. I hit the ball furthest I've ever hit in my life, and it was incredible.
Powerful, Kurt. Powerful. Now, I don't want to put Kurt on blast, but Kurt sounded like someone that was saying that every single game, and it finally happened.
Hey, you want to put that on Kurt?
No, I'm just messing,
As
man.
long as it comes through once.
All right, Kyle, put a wrap to this.
I mean, obviously, my illustrious career had so many great memories. And unfortunately, my future D3 career was derailed by injuries. But honestly, one of my greatest highlights was I, in the 5th grade, had a game-winning goal in soccer. So that was fantastic. Scored the goal, remember running back. And then my junior and senior year, we lost to the evil Empire Homestead Highlanders. And so I didn't get my redemption until I was a coach, where we finally upset Homestead back in 2012. So, yeah, my stories aren't as good as you all.
Boo! The callers in Texas are better than you.
Yeah, because I didn't want to make up any stories. I played quarterback.
No pick sixes in any of your life?
I had pick sixes, but they didn't win games. This guy got a dang first down in a big game. You hit a game-winning or a game-tying shot.
And the game winner later in that game.
And Strofe was Strofe was pretty basic as well. I'm not going to sit here and cap for y'all.
I'll give you 14 tries to hit a 3/4 court shot.
Ooh. Who, me?
Yeah. 14 tries.
On YouTube, check out Ben Brust in high school. Hit a 3/4 1 court as well.
I wasn't talking to you.
In a varsity game.
Cool. Is it really? Cool.
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
I don't know 3/4. I have no idea. I'm old and fat now. I haven't shot a basketball.
Just
probably
what's the advice I have for you?
Oh, don't go short. Don't
leave it short.
Yeah, good luck. Good luck.
Throw all that body weight into it, Kyle. Yeah. Do that.
I'll be exhausted after 2 throws.
You know who's a winner every time you go see Gina Della from Pella at Pella Windows and Doors? It's you. You are the winner. When you step in, you have a career highlight for the rest of your life at Pella Windows and Doors showroom because they have everything there, vinyl, wood, all made by Pella Windows and Doors, and they have budget options for you. You can play around with all the different doors, windows, blinds inside the windows, roll screens. This window opens this way, that way. It's literally like, what's the best way to put this? I have this image in my head of just building whatever you want. It's. Come on, help me, Brad.
What does that mean?
I'm clapping like the monkey with the
I mean, it's certainly completely customizable.
Yeah,
completely customizable. You can whatever you want, whatever your.
I'm gonna keep thinking on this.
Whatever your brain can imagine, Pella Windows and Doors can do, and they exceeded our expectations. We went to the showroom. They did even more than I could imagine. And you guys know I'm a numbers guy. I'm a deal guy. The deal right now is 0% interest for 48 months. That's 4 years. You get to improve the value of your house, decrease your energy bills, and do this all at no interest for 4 years. But you got to jump on it now. You have to book by May 31st. It's only 9 days away. Check out Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Set your free in-home consultation at PellaWI.com.
Gina, I think I'm still concussed, which is why I can't put words together. But I'll still buy windows from you.
Yes.
800-990-3776. More Kyle, Brust, and Nortman on YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee and at ESPN Madison. We love y'all.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman.
Ben's pretty good at impersonations.
Hey, he's pretty good.
I
either crush him or suck at him.
He's pretty good at faking it.
Yeah, being a faker.
Yeah, that's
exactly what it is.
Well,
that's what acting is.
Why can't we come together?
Yeah,
you
were very creative in faking it. Good job.
On ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com. Wilde and Tout, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Also sponsored by Coors Light.
You are looking live.
Hi,
I am looking live at like 18 different things. I've got my glasses on. I can read it. If you don't want to do it, fine. I'll just lean over.
I got it.
Trade proposal. No, forget you. You had your chance. And you compared me to your grandpa.
May he rest in peace.
Wilde and Tout, weekdays 9 to noon on 94.5 ESPN. And available wherever you get your podcasts with Wisconsin On Demand. Stay up to date on the Green and Gold all off season. The Green and Gold Fix podcast is brought to you by Potawatomi Casino Hotel. Luxury stay, elite play, unwind in sophisticated comfort. Win big, dine, and experience the events in Milwaukee.
It's ESPN Wisconsin's Ben Brust for Road America, America's National Park of Speed. Make the most out of your summer at Road America, located conveniently between Green Bay, Milwaukee, and Madison in Elkhart Lake. Come see a race at the legendary 4-mile, 14-turn road course. Camp on site all weekend and enjoy free admission for kids 16 and under with a paying adult at the gate. Make sure you get tickets for the NTT IndyCar Series race at Road America June 6th through the 9th. Come for the experience and stay for the race. Get your tickets at roadamerica.com.
Jeff Levering and wife Ashley love their patio door from Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin.
It's so bright, it's so clear. I can see the kids outside playing, and it makes it comfortable for the life we live, which is an active one.
I love the roll screen. The fact that the screen is on the inside.
For the first time, our whole house actually feels like the same climate.
And no drafts. It's a game changer.
Hi, I'm Gina Della from Pella, and if you order today, you get 0% interest for up to 48 months. When it comes to replacing or upgrading your windows and doors, you want to be confident about your decisions. With Pella Design Works, you can see what your home could look like before you buy. Black frame windows or white, vinyl, wood, or fiberglass. Bring your vision to life and rest assured it's the perfect style for your home. Right now, get 0% interest-free financing for up to 48 months when you order by May 31st. Set your free in-home consultation at PellaWI.com.
Certain restrictions apply. That's 5/31/2024.
All you have is one chance after an accident, one decision on who to call, one shot to get the help you need. Don't waste it on the one offer you get from your insurance company. Make the one call to Gruber Law Offices. It's the only one you'll need to make. Call us today Gruber's offices. One call, that's all.
ESPN Wisconsin's Mark Tauscher here, and there is one thing I think everyone can agree on. Potholes stink. And this year's weather will make it one of the worst years yet. Well, Johnson & Sons Paving is ready to take on the challenge with a team that has over 2 decades of experience. When the potholes pop up in your asphalt, Johnson & Sons Paving can patch or replace the whole area. Book an appointment now at johnsonsonspaving.com. Get that appointment booked before May 31st, and you might even see Old T on the job site for a visit. Find full contest details at ESPNWisconsinContest.com.
Hey guys, it's Brad Nortman here to tell you about a great offer at Bank 5-9. I know we're all looking for ways to save our money, and at Bank 5-9, you can earn more by opening a money market account today. With rates as high as 5.3%, you'll earn more while working with a true local community bank. Be sure to check out their great CDs too. Helping you save more of your money is another way Bank 5-9 is making lives better. For details, visit bank59.com/MM specials. Member FDIC.
Every child deserves a safe, loving, and permanent home. Help the Dave Thomas Foundation for Adoption find families for children who've lingered in foster care the longest. Learn more at davethomasfoundation.org.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
I wish somebody would have told me, babe, that someday these would be the good old days. All the love you won't forget, and all these reckless nights you won't regret. 'Cause someday soon you're all like
Ben Brust, Kyle Wallace, Brad Nortman, reliving the glory days with you, KBN Nation. Alex Strouf's athletic career consisted of the biggest highlight of a three-quarter court shot down 35 in a JV game. Cap or no cap on this story?
No, I believe
it felt
it's
weird.
true. Nobody would tell you that they were on JV and their biggest accomplishment in high school.
Why would you have 17 and be down 35? Was this like 190?
Yeah, it was bad. It was bad. No,
And
we
Ricetown's not
probably
that
had
good,
50. No, they were pretty good when I was in high school.
There's like 100 people in each of these schools.
Yeah, there's small schools. They were good, though.
Brad, you have questions?
Can I ask something?
Yeah,
You
of
guys keep
course.
on saying like cap on this story. What does that mean?
Oh, God.
No way.
You sent it to the caller, and I was like, I don't get it.
Cap or no cap?
Yeah, I don't know what that means.
Cap, like, yeah,
You're
you lying.
You're lying.
I've never heard that.
Yeah.
Ever.
Oh, come on, bro.
No, I've never heard that.
You've read it somewhere.
No.
Stop the cap.
Yeah, stop lying.
You're capping.
You capping.
I've never heard that.
You've never seen emojis where somebody puts the cap whenever somebody says something? You've never seen that before?
You know, now that you say that, I've seen that, but I was just like,
there it is.
That's a strange emoji.
That is why
A baseball cap. Why
Yeah.
is that
I
here?
don't, he's not wearing any cap.
So when you told your agent you had some teams reach out to you and he sent you the cap, what did you think?
That's mean, Kyle. Brad's
that
career
cuts
highlight
real
was
deep,
not.
Kyle. I would expect that out of Ben, but not from you.
I'm just kidding. You know I enjoy
What do you mean you expect that out of me? You know what? I wish I would have said it. You're right, Kyle.
I admire his career. I used to cheer for both of you, but I cheer for Brad.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, when Brad did the
I
fake
cheer for both of you, but I really like cheering for Brad.
When Brad got drafted, I celebrated. I literally celebrated. I was like, hey, my boy Nortman.
I appreciate that. Although all your Whitefish Bay buddies still hate me, though.
Oh, they still don't like you.
Yeah, me and Drew Herma.
Yeah, actually, I'm shocked Mark actually called in because he doesn't like you either.
800-990-3776. Cap or no cap? We'll have to figure it out for Matt in Greendale on his hockey goals.
Hey, guys, you hear me?
Yeah, got you loud and clear.
Oh, fantastic. Hey, first of all, congratulations on the award. I think that's really cool.
Hey, we appreciate it.
And so my first year Pee Wee, which is like 11 years old in hockey, was playing down in Kenosha. We were down 4 goals with less than a minute left in the game. I scored 3 goals, and we were shorthanded the entire time. Shorthanded. I scored 3 goals in 19 seconds, and then scored another goal to tie it. We went into overtime, and we lost the game. But my coach, whatever, 11 years old doesn't matter. But my coach, then he tried to get me in the Guinness Book of World Records for it.
Did you get in?
They didn't have a record. No, they didn't have a record for it. They didn't have a shorthanded. All they had was regular strength was the only thing that they would allow, and the record was 13 goals or 13 seconds.
Were you
So I didn't
were
get
you
in.
an early puberty guy? I mean, because 3 goals in 19 seconds shorthanded is literally winning the faceoff, going around, everyone scoring ASAP.
Exactly right. Yeah, no, and I was not. I actually was my freshman year of high school. I was the opposite of that. I was not. I was not a little. But I know what you're getting at. But I was not that.
Yeah. Well, congrats on eventually hitting puberty there, Matt. We love you.
That's impressive.
It really is.
That's a lot of goals. Quick.
But cap or no cap? I mean, come on, Matt. 3 goals in 19 seconds in Pee Wee.
No, here, listen.
But like it was, if he could score 3 goals in 19 seconds and it was only 4-0. Like how he wasn't scoring earlier?
He wasn't unleashed. I would never forget Corey Lucius, who's very famous around here. I'll never forget. We played basketball together in middle school. He played for his lowly friends for the middle school team. We were down 6 points with less than 50 seconds left, and this man took over the game. I'm like, oh, this dude's amazing. He's incredible. So I believe it. You could do something like that where somebody can tie a game up or take the lead like that, and they're really that talented.
Are Matt and Greendale and Corey Lucius the same person?
Yeah. Well, did Matt
That's
go to
quite
Michigan
the
State?
comparison.
I don't know.
Oh, man. Corey Lucius ended up going to Michigan State. I think I might have played against him. Don't remember.
He transferred to Iowa State.
That's right. That's right. 800-990-3776. We'll be back in 2 minutes. We're going to go to Kyle Wallace's brain here because he has a strong take about the wide receiver room. And I look forward to hearing the Packer backer break down what he thinks doesn't need to have a number 1 pass catcher to win a Super Bowl. That's next in 2 minutes. Kyle, Brust, and Nortman. Don't go anywhere.
Hi, Drew and Jonathan Scott here, reminding you that a lot of life's firsts are better with help from American Family Insurance, like your first home expansion or your first big lightning strike. There's a first for everything. Get the right home policy at the right price with the right help from American Family's agents. Life's better when you're under American Family's roof. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. American Family Mutual Insurance Company SI and its operating company 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
It's racing season at the legendary Great Lakes Dragway, and their schedule of events is ready. They've still got their yearly holiday weekend races like Labor Day weekend and, of course, coming up on Memorial Day weekend, plus Nitrous Streetcar Brawl, Import Wars, and Bug Fest. You can also book corporate or private events. Take advantage of their season-long passes and even schedule a time to take your car on the track and drive as fast as you can. Go to GreatLakesDragaway.com right now for pricing and info. Great Lakes Dragaway, just a burnout west of I-94 on County KR.
Eagle Sports Range has an unbeatable offer on concealed carry license classes. For just $49, enroll in their 3-hour class led by expert instructors prioritizing safety. Learn laws, techniques, and mindset for responsible carrying. Stick around for an optional hour of range time with instructors included in the package. Practice under professional guidance and gain confidence. Open 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. every day at 2525 East Layton Avenue in Cudahy. Secure your spot at eaglesportsrange.com. Eagle Sports Range, where safety meets skill.
Homer here to tell you about Rawhide Youth Services. Co-founded in 1965 by Bart and Cherry Starr, Rawhide is a faith-based nonprofit that helps thousands of youth every year, many right here in Milwaukee, overcome trauma, suicidal thoughts, and live better lives. For youth who are hurting, who feel lost or abandoned, and families feeling powerless to help them, Rawhide is there to help. They also need vehicle donations to support their mission of helping hurting youth transform their future. Donate to Rawhide Youth Services. Visit rawhide.org/donate.
Hey, this is Jen Latta. You're listening to 94.5 ESPN, WKTI, and WKTI HD Milwaukee.
A locally owned Good Karma brand station. Broadcasting live from the Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All studio at the Avenue in downtown Milwaukee. This is Kyle Brust and Nortman, KBN on 94.5 ESPN. The Wisconsin On Demand app and streaming live at ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube.
Well, it turns out Matt in Greendale chimes in on the ESPN Wisconsin Talking Text line. He did end up going D1 college and played pro hockey, to answer my question.
Whoa, look at that. He told you to shut up.
Yeah, he sure did.
Let him know, Matt. See, I'm Matt be talented.
No cap.
No cap on that. He ain't capping.
There you go. He ain't capping.
He ain't capping.
Hey, no cap.
ain't capping.
He ain't capping. No cap.
I like that, Brad. That's good.
Brad, do you know what Riz is?
That's a young word.
Well, no, I only know because you
even
told me like
even
2
if
weeks
the
ago,
audience
Kyle.
doesn't know, I think this could be educational because, like Brad, you had heard of cap or no cap before, right? Or
No. I've literally only seen emojis, and I thought that is a really strange emoji choice for what I've
cap.
seen. So, no, I never even heard of that.
So the term Riz.
So I only know what this is because Kyle told it to me like 3 weeks ago. He might not even remember that.
I barely remember what Riz means.
You
It
know
got
what?
Game.
Yeah, it's game. Yeah, it's
I
like-
actually have an idea here, and I'm going to need KBN Nation to help us. I want to know if we know what parents' kids know, right? Like we talk to, like I want to know if parents have questions about what their kids are talking about at school, and if we even know, because we have a Gen Z and Alex Strofe. Like I feel like we're an eclectic group. We might be able to help. So 800-990-3776. If you have a phrase or term that your child is using at home that you want to know what it is, we're here to help.
I like that.
Because you don't know Riz. You didn't know Riz.
I didn't know that. No, I
There's
didn't know that.
some Gen Z and Gen Alpha terms that I recently.
What's Gen Alpha?
Those are the. I think they're teenagers now. I think Gen Alpha starts like 2012.
I
Something
think
like that.
Gen Alpha is way too big of a compliment to give a generation that hasn't done anything
Alpha?
yet. Alpha?
Alpha's
no
strong.
chance. They better. That's like the coolest name
think they're the
since the
first-
greatest generation.
I would love to be Gen Alpha.
More like Gen Beta, am I right?
Hey, nailed it.
Well, the first generation to be fully born, I believe, in the new century.
So why
Or
were they?
new
Why was Alpha
millennium.
chosen?
I don't care
Because
when.
they're the first generation Alpha, the first of this millennium.
Yeah, but why
They
not
don't deserve that
Generation
yet.
1?
We don't deserve it. That's what they are. They are.
Just Gen 1. Not Gen Alpha, Gen 1.
Yeah.
These Gen
They need to
Alphas, they
earn
probably
that.
saying some stuff we don't know.
Yeah, I bet you're right.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I didn't know what Riz meant for a while.
Oh, since we've mentioned it, can somebody please describe Riz?
Yeah, go ahead, Strophy. Go ahead, explain it from a Gen Z
Ben Brust,
perspective.
Kyle Wallace, Brad Nortman, and Alex Strofe running the show.
Oh, we got the music.
Oh, the football music for Riz.
All right, now he must got some Riz.
So Riz is short for the word charisma.
That's right.
But it is used more in a sense of your ability to pick up a love interest, right? So if you are to really capture the heart of somebody you're interested in with smooth talking, which I'm very familiar with, might I add.
Oh, God.
You've got Riz. Charisma. I'm a Riz Lord. Riz God, some would say.
Oh, my God.
Oh, wow.
Okay, so you guys won't know this reference because you haven't seen Back to the
Hey,
Future.
Chips Rips, I definitely do have Riz. Thank you very much.
You guys won't get this reference, but in Back to the
He
Future,
says I don't have Riz on the YouTube chat. It's mean.
I'm feeling like this is a moment where I feel very aged out. And I always felt like there was a moment in Back to the Future where the main character goes back in time, keeps on saying, this is heavy, this is heavy. And back then he's like, why do you keep on saying heavy? Is the gravitational pull so much more in the 80s? That's what I feel like. That is exactly what I feel like. And I looked up 90s, early 2000s, exactly when we were in high school. Do you guys remember things like, trying to find good ones. Like owned, I own you. Remember that? That's one that
Those
sort of
were
like,
terms that like parents didn't understand that we talked about.
How about bling?
Bling, bling,
bling.
Every time I come around the city, bling, bling. That became a word in the dictionary.
Chef Ed chimes in, when he was in high school, there was jocks, nerds, and stoners. It's evolved.
What are they now?
I don't know.
How about
Pretty much the same.
Probably.
How about remember saying bounce? I'm gonna bounce.
About to bounce. Biggity,
About to
biggity,
bounce.
bounce. I'm out of here.
You hear that? You're like,
Biggity,
what?
biggity bounce.
Yeah. It taking me back to high school.
I mean, it was from the song Holiday Inn. You remember what you doing? Nothing, chilling at the Holiday Inn, because it was for Shizzle. Like that's when that
Wow, say that again.
for Shizzle.
That's how Snoop Dogg
That
says it.
sounds like me,
For
Ben.
sizzle.
For Shizzle Dizzle.
How about the term noob? That was a good one.
Noob's a good one.
Noob was a good
I
one.
think that
Call of
still
Duty.
that still is universal.
If you would have said that, parents at that time would have been like, I don't know what that means.
Colin Duff is calling you the Risley Bear of the show.
The Risley Bear.
I like that one. He didn't call you that one specifically. See, I don't know if Ron's messing with me, but I don't know if these are things that his daughter,
Like what?
Sigma?
Sigma, what does that mean?
Stop.
Okay.
Thankful we have at least one Gen Z here.
I didn't say anything bad, did I? But I could potentially.
No, but the follow-up will be.
Oh, it will be. Sigmas are fraternity people.
I did know Kyle Wallace was driving behind me on the way to work because you had your Alpha blank Alpha.
Brad,
Alpha Phi Alpha.
I just want to throw a few at you. Do you know what a simp is?
Oh, yes, that's a good one.
I think from context clues, it's like someone that's like simple, like basic. That's what I would guess.
No,
that's not it.
Simping is somebody who's simping on a girl. Like you just do too much for them. Like you're soft. You know, you're
soft,
a beta.
You're head over heels.
Yeah,
I've
stop
never
acting
heard
like
that.
a simp.
Simp. I like my simp better.
How about
like your simp, man?
Brad, do you know what a stan is?
A stan. All these terms sound like they're just basic.
No. I mean, on Twitter, like Jordan Love's Stan account, Giannis Stan.
You're giving him context clues now. Stop.
Well, stan in those references sounds like fan. So they're like a fan. A fan, is that like another word for like someone that like you're
extreme?
Yeah,
extreme.
you're a super fan essentially.
super fan.
Almost
fan.
obsessive.
Yeah.
Huh.
How about
any Brad Nortman stans out there?
Not that I know of.
Lexi.
Hey, Lexi. All I need one.
How about sus?
Oh.
Yeah, this is like it's like R sketchy, right? Like suspect.
Yeah,
Suspect,
yeah. You real sus.
I've heard that one. How about like
any others back there in the brain trust of the producer room of ESPN Wisconsin?
I've heard mid before.
I like mid.
I've heard mid before.
Somebody
mid
told
is
me
a good one.
Drake was mid today.
You know what's another overused one is like when you call like your friend
Jesse
group,
Nelson is the most mid producer of all time.
when you call your friend group fam. Hey, what's up, fam?
Yeah,
That was,
I mean,
I don't know.
Are you trying to be cool now?
No, I'm just telling you ones I know.
I heard that in the locker room. What up, fam?
Yeah.
He's like, oh, I'm
What's
part
up,
of the fam.
Strophe, you cooking something up back there?
I think that's all I got.
All right, there it is. We can get now to Kyle's thoughts about the Green Bay Packers.
Yeah.
Ben Brust, Kyle Wallace, Brad Nortman, Alex Strofe taking you through what were terms back in our day, these Gen Zs, and we believe that Gen Alphas do not deserve to be called Gen Alphas. I believe they should be called Gen 1 because Alpha is too strong.
You got to earn that. You got to earn Alpha.
I agree.
2010 through 2025, by the way, so Gen Alphas are not done being born.
So your daughter is a Gen Alpha, Ben?
Your daughter is a Gen Alpha.
How do you feel about that? She is wearing that title.
She deserves it.
She's been alive for
She
a few months.
deserves it. She is wonderful. She is a Gen Alpha amazing.
This is the exact reason why Gen Alpha is going to be doomed because look, he was all against.
Because I love my child.
Exactly. You're all against. You got to earn that. They should be one. They shouldn't be alphas. And,
Gen 1.
Wait a minute.
My baby's a Gen Alpha.
She is an alpha. She's wonderful. And that is the problem right there. They just switched up that quick.
I have a problem.
Yeah, you are the problem. You and the rest of the millennials that have these Gen Alphas and the, maybe Gen Xers who won't stop doing what they're not supposed to be doing. That's the problem.
I'm the problem.
That is so well said, Kyle.
Yeah, it's switched up like that.
Brad, is your here, Brad out have anything to do with sports?
Yes.
All right, good. We need to talk a little sports, just for my own sake.
Okay, hold on. I have this one from Jackson and Eau Claire.
Okay.
Got a few more for Brad.
Okay.
On fleek.
Oh, that's an old one.
I've heard this one.
I've heard
this one. I think it. I just think it means like really good.
Yeah,
right?
On point.
On point. Dialed in.
On fleek.
It's more of like a. I would say it's more of a
Fashion.
stylistic thing.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Brad, like you are
on
never on fleek.
What?
You wear sweatpants and free clothes all day.
Yeah, but that I can still be on fleek with that, right? Or is it only like
nah.
really
Yeah, see, he goes,
Yeah, and you really
like dressed up?
It's more of a feminine type thing as well.
Okay.
So
I
like
wanna
you
be
being
on
on fleek probably isn't like. There probably people say my hair's on fleek sometimes. It's not on fleek now, but
Oh, okay.
Bay.
I cannot stand that one. That one sounds so
It's just
lame
a soft
and
version of
cheesy.
Babe.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't get that. I've never gotten that one.
do you remember Badonkadonk?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
That one's unforgettable.
Y'all know what a Badonkadonk is?
Of course I know what a badonkadonk
Right,
is.
now-
I don't have one.
You do not.
You do not have a
You do not.
badonkadonk.
We should come back with that song. But
You don't even have a donk.
How about honky tonk badonkadonk?
Got a donk.
That's the song I was thinking of. What song is he referring to?
Badonkadonk is a twisted song, but got a donk is a got a donk. Got a donk, Soldier Boy.
Well, I don't know if you guys have been to Potawatomi Sportsbook in Milwaukee, but you haven't, you're missing out. If it doesn't live up to the hype, you're just a simp. Hey, how'd I do?
That's pretty good.
Potawatomi Sportsbook has dozens of self-service kiosks, seating for over 200. Their new restaurant dubbed The Kitchen. Whew. It's great. A full bar, VIP deck, a broadcast booth where we'll be doing a lot of shows from, and a 2,000 square foot video wall. So Madison, Milwaukee, Eau Claire, who we're talking to, anyone in Wisconsin, or even someone we talked to in North Carolina. When you fly back, you know where to go. Potawatomi Sportsbook, Potawatomi Casino Hotel, paysbig.com. They have free parking if you're in a rush, 20-minute reserve to go place that sports bet. The place is awesome. I love it. You'll love it. Paysbig.com, Potawatomi Sportsbook. Whew. A new era of sports betting is here. We hear from our punter, Brad Nortman, and hear Brad out next.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN.
You should be happy Pac-Man Jones has had this on his headphones, or he definitely would have pulled it up on you.
I think Pac-Man's lucky I didn't have this on my headphones.
Oh, you right.
I would have been.
Right.
I'm really feeling swaggy and confident.
You say, yeah, you're in my space. What you gonna do?
Because even just hearing the song, like, for those who on the YouTube, they can see I'm bobbing my head right now. Like, this is like, okay.
Go ahead, say ski.
Ski. On ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Westbound 94, we've got some backups and an accident to deal with to start things off. Delays coming out of the Marquette interchange pretty much all the way to about 35th Street where there is an accident off on the right shoulder. It was blocking some lanes of traffic for a little bit there, so that's why we've got some big delays. On northbound 4394, just north of Holt, we've got the left lane blocked with another crash, so that's going to be tightening things up all the way back to the Plainfield curve. Other than that, on 43 northbound, right about at Good Hope Road, off on the right shoulder, it's another broken down vehicle, so that might be causing a bit of a distraction as well. Traffic is brought to you by the club at Lac La Belle. The historic course is open to the public 7 days a week. Schedule your tee time at club@laclabelle.com. And checking the TMJ4 Storm King forecast tonight. Mainly clear skies, breezy with a low of 55. Tomorrow, mostly sunny, a high of 77. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lozga on 94.5 ESPN.
Hey, it's Gabe Neitzel. Join myself and Stephen Watson every Tuesday night at 6 here on 94.5 ESPN for On the Tee, presented by Wisconsin Golf Trips. Each and every Tuesday, Stephen and I are going to give you the latest in Wisconsin golf, sprinkle in some of the latest in our own golf games, plus talk about professional golf. Get your golf fix each and every Tuesday night at 6 with On the Tee, presented by Wisconsin Golf Trips, right here on 94.5 ESPN, or listen back to the show with Wisconsin On Demand.
My house has a new glow. I love my windows. Universal Windows Direct.
Hey, it's Kyle Walls, and right now, schedule your free in-home estimate, and for every 2 windows you buy, you get the next 2 free. Plus, a free upgrade to triple pane glass, and they'll double your energy tax credit. Restrictions apply. You'll be saying, I love my windows.
I love my windows. They've got that brand new home effect. Universal Windows Direct.
This is ESPN Wisconsin's Brad Nortman, getting you ready for summer with Carbless, ready-to-drink vodka and tequila cocktails that are handcrafted right here in Wisconsin. Carbless is my go-to refreshing drink, whether it's hanging out inside watching TV or spending time on the patio grilling. Plus, it's perfect to take to the lake or to a brewer's tailgate. 0 carbs, 0 sugar, 0 gluten, and just 100 calories. Try flavors like pineapple, cranberry, and black cherry, or classic cocktail flavors like Paloma or my favorite, margarita. Find Carbless online or in your local retailer. Less is more this summer with Carbless.
Even when you get a great price, diamonds cost a lot of money.
But we want you to be able to buy the engagement ring you really want.
You won't have to settle for anything less than fantastic when you come to Kessler's.
We do everything in our power to make it possible for you to give her that magical engagement ring you really want her to have.
Friendly financing makes it possible.
We can give you 0% interest for 12 months with approved credit.
And with approved credit, we can give you 36 months to pay with just 9.99%.
And if getting your credit approved approved is a problem. We've even got second chance financing for people who deserve a second chance.
Don't settle for second best. Come to Kessler's.
Seriously, we do everything in our power to make it possible for you to give her that magical engagement ring you really want her to have.
That's the sort of thing you can expect from us when you hear us say, welcome to Kessler's.
Welcome to Kessler's.
For the location of the Kesslers nearest you, go to KesslersDiamonds.com. And one more thing, welcome to Kesslers.
Hi, I'm attorney David Gruber. After an accident, you need a trusted winning team on your side. For more than 30 years, Gruber Law Offices has helped Wisconsin families get the results they deserve. If you've been injured, call our firm today for a free consultation. We're available 24/7. Wisconsin's own Gruber Law Offices, proud partner of your Milwaukee Brewers. One call, that's all.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Poor old boy, it ain't his fault. It's so hard not to stare at that honky-tonk, but don't get gone.
Tune into Behind the Bucks on the Bucks Plus Audio Network, presented by Gallagher, your trusted insurance broker and HR benefits consultant. Behind the Bucks dives deep into Bucks in 6, a culture unknowingly created by former Bucks star Brandon Jennings, friend of the show. Take a look inside of the Brandon Jennings story, the origin of Bucks in 6, and how it became a rallying cry, and what it truly means to Jennings and the Bucks fans alike. Find Behind the Bucks on bucks.com/plus, the Bucks app, and wherever you get your podcast. Behind the Bucks, presented by Gallagher.
He's Brad Nortman.
Hate her for working that money maker.
I'm Ben Brust. Kyle Wallace, Packer backer with us, and then
But don't. This is the one I
Anthony Edwards famously said, "Bring your ass to Minnesota." Unfortunately, Strofe wouldn't be able to do so because he does not have one.
Ha ha.
Boom roasted. I'm Jesse Nelson right now. That was such a bad joke.
It must be rough, though. Like, when you sit down, all you feel is bone. Bone on bone, man.
Bone on seat.
I appreciate a good cushion.
Yeah, I'm thick.
I'm sure you do.
I'm sitting on one right now. I feel good.
Wait, do you bring like your own cushion to work?
He should.
Who in their right mind would do that?
Well, old people do it for sure.
Yeah. I mean, my girlfriend right now does. She's got a medical issue going on.
But don't the chairs have cushions in them?
Be more like Brad.
Baby, I love you.
I bet she loved that you brought that up.
Yeah.
Right. She got a medical condition right now.
Be more like Brad.
Maybe I should, baby. It's time to hear Brad out.
They say punters are people too.
Punters are worthy of breaking news.
No, really, that's what they say.
Raising awareness everywhere that punters are people too.
Okay, let's go to it. Time to hear from the punter. Time to hear Brad out.
When you said it, raising awareness that punters are people too, was that Rich Eisen?
Yes.
He was literally laughing at you when you said that. I hear him like subtly laughing.
His phrase.
Yeah, he's the punters are people too guy.
That's his thing.
So
I'm an idiot.
leading into it.
All right, shut up, Ben.
The shirt that Brad wears is a Rich Eisen shirt.
Well, I'm an idiot. I'm going to shut up and hear Brad out.
All right, guys. MLB, baseball rain delays, those should be banned. I am sick of these baseball games, even before the game even starts, of calling it because of rain. I want to see baseball in the rain, not torrential downpours or lightning, but rain. Let the boys play. The fact that they don't, and they call the game because of rain, it reflects a bit of softness in baseball.
Wow.
Soccer and golf, which is like allegedly the more like soft sports that people say, you're soft, you play soccer, you play golf. They play in the rain. They famously play golf and soccer in the rain. And I looked up the reasons, why don't baseball players play in the rain? You know what the only two reasons are? One is field conditions. So basically, the guys with the tarps, don't get me started with the guys in the tarps running out there, we got to protect the field, we got to protect the field. You're playing on grass, you're playing on dirt. That is what it's there for. So field conditions and that, quote, it makes the game more challenging. Well, yeah, anytime you play in conditions, it's going to make the game more challenging. That's what makes it fun. That's what makes it interesting. You play football, you play soccer, you play golf in the rain. I want to see how these pros react. Catching a fly ball in the rain, I want to see that. Trying to pitch or throw in the rain, I want to see that. Batting, better hold on to that bat. I want to see that in the rain. The fact that we make sure that, you know what, it's got to be perfect conditions for baseball. I'm over that. I want to see games played in the rain. Pat Murphy and the Milwaukee Brewers are trying to bring a toughness, a fierceness to the city of Milwaukee and Major League Baseball. They're holding the Brewers back by not leaning into these guys being able to be tough and play in the gosh darn rain. No more rain delays for baseball. Play through the rain.
You usually lead us off, Kyle.
I like it. I absolutely like it. I'm so sick of rain delays when it comes to baseball because all it does is trickle down to youth sport, and then they poison the youth and think that you can't play baseball in the rain. Playing in the rain isn't fun for football, but other sports play in the rain, as you said, Brad. They don't cancel football because of the rain. They don't cancel soccer because of the rain. They only do it in baseball because that's what they do on a high level. These guys should be playing in the rain. There shouldn't be any rain outs unless, obviously, like you said, a downpour of rain. But other than that, there's no reason not to play in the rain. And here's the kicker, Brad, is that when it's a sprinkle and they're trying to get the game in so it's an official game, guess what they do? They'll play in the rain.
Play right through.
So it's just absolutely ridiculous. I'm right there with you, and I don't understand why anybody doesn't have a dome anyways in baseball now. But yes, playing in the rain, I'm with you, Brad. This is a good hear Brad out.
I forgot
Thanks,
who
Kyle.
said it, but everyone says these teams, they all have the money for retractable. I think it was Ashton Rotman, executive producer of 94.5 ESPN. He said all these teams have monies for retractable roofs. Why don't they have retractable roofs, right? Well, invest in it. I'm for that. I'm not for playing in the damn rain.
Come on.
Rain delays suck. Yes.
Toughen up.
No, I don't want in pouring rain the pitchers to not be able to grip the ball and it not be able to have full command.
Football players do it. Matter of fact,
yeah.
And guess what they can do? Guess what they can do? And we've seen a game where they just run the damn ball all game long. The Bills and the Patriots, I think they combined for like 6 passes a year or two ago.
Yeah, but
they have other options. If you're a pitcher and you need to pitch the baseball and it's pouring rain, you can't get your hand wet. There's player safeties issues. The ball could go going at the guy's head.
Safety.
Yeah,
Come
sorry
on.
that you wear the brand of the NFL that doesn't actually care about player safety, and I do.
That is true.
Listen,
it's a stupid idea.
These are professional athletes.
I love the built-in double headers that you get even from the day that you feel bad that there's a rain delay.
Oh, no, I can't stand those. That's too much
What do we
baseball.
care anyways? We have a retractable roof here at American Family Field.
And
That's
they do
everything
have
we
a tarp
need.
there for some reason.
Yeah, and it's outstanding that we do, but there's so many games that the Brewers play on the road, and I'm looking forward to the Brewer game, and rain delay, sorry.
You know, I would expect this type of answer from somebody who is more than willing to assign their beautiful baby as Generation Alpha because it makes them feel good. I would expect this from somebody like you, Ben.
Stop making it about Generation Alpha.
I'm just saying. Somebody with that energy that you have, everybody gets a trophy. Everybody should get a title.
Everyone gets a trophy. What do you mean? I want the game to be played at a high level. I don't want it to be a slop fest.
Oh, don't have to overcome obstacles. Let me make sure your juice is open for you. Let me make sure the baseball players don't have to struggle whatsoever.
Pretty soon it's going to be, if it's below 50, it's just too cold. It's too cold.
No baseball
You're not going to be able to feel your hands. We're just not going to play. We're just going to wait till it's 70 and sunny and perfect temperature out there.
You know what? For Brad's Hear Brad Out experiment, I hope somebody does it. And I hope you watch the game. You're like, this is horrible. My take is horrible. Ben, I apologize. You were wrong. Or you were right. I was wrong.
No, I'm going to be thrilled. That's going to be so entertaining. It'll separate the boys from the men. I want to see who can grip a baseball and still throw it 100 down the plate in the pouring rain.
So pouring rain, sideways winds.
Well, okay, maybe not that much, but if it's just like if it's a gentle rain, they're like,
they should play
get the tarp
in the rain. They should play in the rain. It's literally about the field. It's not about players.
No other.
Greg chimes in. Hey, Newman, which I love that he calls you that still. What would you say when a guy gets hit in the head with a pitch? Come on,
They
dude.
do that already.
No, they don't. There's control over it.
That's not true. People get hit in the head.
You still can, but it's going to
a Brewers player who got hit in the face just a couple weeks ago. The minors.
And why do we want more of that to happen in the rain?
You're taking the drastic.
No,
take your base.
It's literally real.
Take your base.
Take
That's why you wear a
your
helmet.
base. You ran off the field every chance you could when you were a punter in the NFL because you didn't want to be out there too long without getting smacked by somebody.
I wasn't making baseball money. These guys in the MLB, they make
so it's
cash.
jealousy is what it is.
Yeah. I want to see that. I want to see these professional athletes play in a little bit of tough conditions.
You said you wanted Rob Domofsky of ESPN, who used to hear the Hear Brad Outs. We'd give him a little synopsis of it and get his opinion. I think he's going to say you're stupid. And I look forward
to synopsis.
Synopsis?
Yeah, I heard him say it. I just let it go. He's concussed. He ain't
His
brain ain't
synapses
there.
are not working as they should.
He had a brain in.
Well said, Brad. Well said.
Boom, roasted. Got me. Rob Domofsky is going to join us next, but speaking of old, Rob Domofsky, he's of the age of the enjoying the American Family Championship guys in their prime, huh? Am I right?
Yeah, that's very true. I'm glad your brain's working for that. And you, just like everybody else, should watch PGA Tour champions, including tournament host and defending champion Steve Stricker at the American Family Insurance Championship as it comes back to the University Ridge Golf Course coming up here in a couple weeks, Friday, June 7th through Sunday, June 9th. It's going to be a great weekend of fun. It'll start with 3-time Grammy Award-winning Train on Friday night with a June 7th concert at Breeze Stevens Field. And here's the thing. The proceeds will support the Steve Stricker American Family Insurance Foundation and the American Families Children's Hospital. What a great cause. So make sure you get your tickets today at amfamchampionship.com. That is amfamchampionship.com for a great weekend of golf, a great weekend of entertainment and music and fun at the American Family Insurance Championship. amfamchampionship.com.
Rob Domofsky of ESPN is going to join us next. He had some conversation with Jordan Love in the locker room yesterday. We'll get his insights and get his input on Hear Brad Out today, which stunk in my opinion. Next.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman.
I put my card in, I pump. When it clicks, I pull it out, I put it away, and I move on to my own.
That's what she said. Thanks so much, old T.
She pumps and moves on with her life.
Take it out, put it in, moves on. That's what she said. Come on, Kyle. Keep up. That's Packers Hall of Famer. That was one of my better ones, and he's confused.
Well,
he's still fixated on Lola Bunny.
No, I don't think she says that.
On ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Well, we only have one accident to worry about right now. We've got one on 41 southbound on the ramp to get on to 94 eastbound in the Zoo interchange. The right lane is blocked, so just be careful with that. Otherwise, your usual backup. Southbound 43 backing up from Hampton Avenue down past Keefe. Northbound is slow around North Avenue up to Keefe. Westbound 94 is backed up out of the Marquette to about Mitchell Boulevard. The eastbound side slowing from 76th Street all the way through to about 35th. Traffic is brought to you by the Bud Pavilion's free concert series. Wednesday Night Live returns to State Fair Park tonight with the Glam Band. Gates open at 6. Live music starts at 7. Summer fun starts tonight at the Bud Pavilion. And check out the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast. Tonight, mainly clear skies with breezy conditions, a low of 55. And tomorrow, mostly sunny, a high of 77. Weather is brought to you by Higher Love Cannabis Company. Find your Higher Love today, only 59 miles from Green Bay. Find higherlove.com/CBD. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga, 94.5 ESPN.
Lower prices. Those aren't words you hear too often these days. But at your local Milwaukee and Chicago area IKEA stores, they've rolled out new lower prices on hundreds of your favorite furniture and home furnishing options throughout the store, making it more affordable to give any room in your home a stylish makeover. Utilizing innovations in design, production, and packaging, we strive to cut costs and lower prices without compromising quality, passing those savings on to you. Visit your local IKEA stores to see what savings are coming next.
For the ultimate sports betting experience, get in the game at Potawatomi Sportsbook. Unleash your inner champion with dozens of betting kiosks, a VIP deck, high-end bar, first-class restaurant, broadcast booth, a 2,000-square-foot video wall, and more. It's a sports fan's paradise, 24/7. Bet above the rest. Only at Potawatomi Casino Hotel, Milwaukee. Visit the website for more. Must be 21 years old. All bets must be made on site.
The only thing that tops our selection is your savings discount liquor.
Take me out to the ball game, roll out the barrel, and get up, get out of here, gone. There's nothing like Milwaukee baseball. And Discount Liquor is here to help you turn your tailgate or game viewing experience into a grand slam. Hi, this is Marie from Discount Liquor, where since 1960, we've been your one-stop shop for everything alcohol-related. This baseball season, make plans to stop by Discount Liquor, because when the division rivals from Chicago visit, the more booze, the better. With a selection of over 15,000 varieties of beer, wine, liquor, and mixers, all at the lowest prices in town, Discount Liquor has got you covered. We are your one-stop shop this baseball season. Discount Liquor, 2 locations. In Milwaukee on 51st and Oklahoma, and in downtown Waukesha on Barstow and Maine.
Discount Liquor.
On Thursday, May 30th, join Sharp Literacy for the 9th annual Unwrapped Milwaukee fundraising event from 5 to 8 p.m. at the Deco in West Allis. Unwrapped is an evening of community, creativity, and food. Top area chefs will create gourmet appetizer, entree, and dessert bites using McDonald's ingredients. The fundraiser will support Sharp's STEAM-based educational program, serving thousands of urban elementary students in 49 Milwaukee, Waukesha, and Racine schools. For tickets, visit sharpliteracy.org.
It started with a prediction.
We'll go out there and play basketball and win.
And how many games?
6.
It became the culture.
Chance of Bucks in 6.
Being a Bucks fan means you live and breathe Bucks in 6. Brandon Jennings created the prophecy. Tune into Behind the Bucks, the story of Brandon Jennings on the Bucks Plus audio network. Behind the Bucks is presented by Gallagher, your trusted insurance broker and HR and benefits consultant. Available now on bucks.com/plus, the Bucks app, and streaming wherever you get your podcasts.
That's for the culture.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Great bump back for Rob Demovsky of ESPN. All energy, all the time. Ben Brust, Kyle Wallace, Brad Nortman, Alex Strofe running the show. And get us on YouTube at ESPN Madison, at ESPN Milwaukee. But I'm excited to hear from Rob Demovsky. Maybe, just maybe, you heard him ask a couple questions of Jordan Love yesterday, and it made the rounds on Twitter and on our show. John Anderson was very quick to call out your question to Jordan Love, Rob, yesterday. Welcome into Kyle, Brust, and Nortman. How are you?
I'm good, Ben. Which question was that?
As we were discussing Jordan Love's impending contract, it was just the follow-up about how comfortable he would be heading into next season under his current deal.
Oh, yeah. I asked him, is there any chance you'd play under this deal? And, I mean, there's no reason he would, right? I mean, this contract that he has now is only going to pay him $11 million in 2024. And, I mean, it would be malpractice on his representation part to allow the client to play for that kind of money this year.
So I do want to ask you, right, because you were there. Obviously, there's a tone and body language, and there could be an overlooking it. It could be an underlooking it. He, to me, was a little bit different, right? Because this is a new situation for him. Yeah. Did you feel as if it was an exchange where you felt confident that they were going to get something done soon?
Yeah, soon-ish. I doubt anything happens before, like, the night before training camp. Like, to me, that's probably, like, the earliest possible time that it gets done, which is fine. Like, the second deadline would then be the day before the first preseason game, and the ultimate deadline would be, the day before the regular season. I got the sense that Jordan, first of all, didn't really want to talk about it because he's not comfortable talking about this because he's never been in this situation before. I also got the sense that he was like, you know what, I'm not that worried about it right now. This is where I want to be.
Preach.
Look, I'm wearing the red jersey. I'm not going the chances of him getting hurt wearing the red jersey, the non-contact jersey, are slim. I mean, sure, you could always take a bad step and tear your ACL. That obviously
knock on that wood now, Rob.
Right, I am knocking. But I don't think that there's great concern on his part right now. Now let's on July 25th or whatever the eve of training camp is, let's talk again.
I'm surprised to hear it might happen that late. I figured for sure it would happen this summer, and I'd be surprised if he entered training camp without a deal. So what do you think would be something that Jordan Love would realistically sit out of if a deal isn't made up to that point? Is it training camp in total? Is it the preseason games? I mean, if he gets to week one, he's holding out, right?
Yeah, I think the first starting point, Brad, is that you don't play in a game, right? A preseason game. You don't play where you can get hit. If for some reason they don't have a deal before the first preseason game, then he just, you can't put him out there if you're his people. Now at that point, does it become like, all right, is this a holdout, a hold in, whatever you want to call these things now? I don't think we're going to get to that point. I really don't. But I don't think we're there yet in terms of a contract. The other thing too, from a bookkeeping standpoint, there's some things that aren't coming off the books until after June 1, most notably the Devondre Campbell money will right now it's all sitting on this year's cap, all the dead money, but after June 1, the rest, one part of it goes on this year's cap and the remaining parts go on next year. So really after June 1, they're going to see an increase in their available salary cap space.
Rob, what do you think everybody's waiting for? Like, in the sense of Jordan Love, is Jordan Love waiting for that Tua contract to come, Dak contract? If no one wants to be the next guy, what is it?
Well, Kyle, that's a great point. Like, it's right now, it's somewhat of a staring contest between, Tua and Jordan Love, and perhaps Dak Prescott's in that conversation also. Although I think his is a little different situation because he's not, he's obviously not still on his rookie deal. I do think there's a little bit of a game of chicken going on, between those two guys. I actually should have looked this up, but I wonder, and I can probably do this while we're talking. I wonder they don't have the same agent. I don't think. David Mulligetta is Jordan Love's agent. Let's see. Drew Rosenhaus is Tua's agent. So no, it would be really weird if they had the same agent, right? Which we've seen in coaching stuff. Like, I mean, agents have had multiple head coaches interviewing for the same job. There was a point this year where Mike McCarthy, Mike Pettin, Joe Philbin all had the same agents. They were the three, the head coach and coordinators. So it's a weird deal that's not going to play in this situation, though.
Talk with Rob Demovsky here on Kyle, Brust, and Nortman across ESPN Wisconsin. Ben Brust, Kyle Wallace, Brad Nortman, Alex Strofe running the show. Rob, we get into OTAs and you see all these, quotes every year. This guy is in the best shape of their life, and this person made this jump. Like, are there any tangible storylines that you're genuinely shocked by and not just like, oh, here we go again, like I'm just putting out content for OTAs?
I once had an editor who said, I'm barring all of you guys from writing stories about this guy being in the best shape of his life or that guy being in the best shape of their lives, because like that's like, who isn't? It's sort of like, I remember last year talking to my editor about the defense, and I said, the Jair and Rasul Douglas say they're going to be a more aggressive defense, and my editor said, when's the last time anybody said they were going to be less aggressive on defense? And I said, good point. And sure enough, we saw what happened with Joe Barry's defense. But look, I do think that there's a few interesting things, that always come out of the OTAs. One, there's always injuries that you didn't know about. And certainly we had that yesterday with Zach Tom and Tucker Kraft both having torn pecs, which I think is interesting because they both happened while lifting in the facility. And as we know, there's a new strength and conditioning staff.
I was concerned about that.
A little bit of a red flag there.
It's written down in my notes.
All right, read your note real quick.
It is strange.
No, here it is. Should we be concerned with new strength and conditioning coach in torn pecs? Kraft injury is a bloated chemistry.
Matt LaFleur had one too,
Matt
right?
LaFleur,
Matt LaFleur,
and he was probably working out with him too.
Valid question, Kyle. And then, there's also interesting things at this time of year to see where guys line up. Like, for example, Jordan Morgan told us during rookie minicamp, I'm a left tackle. I've only played left tackle. I want to play left tackle. Well, where's the first spot we saw him line up yesterday? Right tackle. Yep. Now, he did move over and play some left tackle, obviously with Zach Tom's injury. You can't really, he's not in there. You can't really make a whole lot out of that now because the injury shuffles guys around. But I do think at this time of the year, there's always those types of things that are interesting to watch. And, of course, to me, one of the biggest things that I wanted to know is what did Christian Watson find out about his hamstring injury? And I did tweet, and I think we all tweeted a little bit about what he said yesterday. I'll have a further story on that later, either tomorrow or Friday on ESPN.com. But the things that he found out what's causing his hamstring injuries. He went to Ben's alma mater and got the once over from the incredible medical staff there, and they found a huge difference in the muscle mass and strength in each of his legs. The left one being much stronger than the right one having the hamstring injuries. He said it was around 20% difference in symmetry. And right now he's at about 10%, and the idea is to get it down to about 6%. No one apparently ever has both sides of their body, whether it's arms, legs, whatever, exactly the same, but they are working toward that and believe that could be what solves his hamstring problems. I think that's really interesting. He looked great yesterday running routes, but so what? I'm more interested in whether they have this thing figured out.
Rob, before I get to my hear Brad out, because I always love hearing
it was
your
horrible.
opinion. No, it's such a good one.
Don't set him up like that.
You know what? I'm just going to go ahead and ask.
Yeah, go ahead and ask him.
Can I say one thing first before we get to hear Brad out?
Please.
I'm gonna make a confession that sometimes during this past season I would listen to the Hear Brad Out segment so that I could think about whether I wanted to agree with Brad or not. Today I did not. So I cheated a little bit during the season. Today I have no idea what to hear, Brad.
Honest man, Rob Demovsky.
I appreciate that. I always appreciate being prepared, so I don't blame you 1 second for it. But this today was, Rob, I'm sick of these rain delays with baseball. MLB rain delays should be banned. Let the boys play in the rain. Soccer, golf, the soft quote-unquote sports, they play through rain. I'm not talking about torrential downpours or lightning.
Yeah.
But darn it, baseball is played outside, play in the rain. I'm not concerned about the field.
He's also not concerned about batters' heads.
They're fine. They wear a helmet. Let the boys play in the rain. I'd be entertained by it. I'm sick of postponed games. I think it'd be an entertaining product.
Boy, I don't know that I can agree with you on this one.
Oh, come on, Rob. You want to agree.
And here's why, Brad. They play so many games that, if you rain out one or two, what's the big deal, right? And you don't make – I know they try to make all of them up. But, first of all, golf plays in some rain, but once the course becomes unplayable, you can't play. And soccer, I've never watched an entire soccer game in my life, let alone one in the rain, so I can't speak to that. I don't like lightning. So obviously, if you have lightning, you're canceling it. I don't know about that one.
Well, Rob, I appreciate your insights. I wasn't going to say this if you would have agreed with me, but Christian Watson went to my alma mater as well. I went to Wisconsin.
Yeah, you're right.
Not as memorable, am I right?
Yeah.
I got to admit, I watched more college basketball than I did college football.
He's a hoops junkie.
That's all right, Rob. I'm just giving you a hard time.
I am a hoops junkie.
Kids coming up the AAU circuits right now. Rob Demovsky of ESPN is joining Kyle Brust and Nortman. You got some, Kyle?
I do have something, Rob, because,
jump right in.
Do you feel like there's just a new life and refreshing feel from not having somebody come to the podium during a press conference talking about how they could have been the vice president candidate for Bobby Kennedy? And does he call you Bobby as well?
He called me Bob, which I hated.
Yeah, what the heck? Who is this guy?
Here's the thing, though. Here's the thing that has been left unsaid in this whole thing, and I don't care who you vote for or whatever, but Robert Kennedy Jr. was not winning. He is not winning. So, to say he would have been vice president and would have had to retire, no.
Aaron Rodgers would have gave him the boost he needed, Bob.
Okay. Whatever you say, Kyle. But yeah, to answer your question, it is a different era in terms of how and what we write about as it pertains to the quarterback of the Green Bay Packers.
Be honest, Bob. I'm such an ass.
Yeah. So you are, but that's not breaking news.
I know, but let's be honest. Your stories were written for you because of Rodgers. He was a content factory.
Yeah. So here's what my stance was on this and probably always will be. I really, really enjoyed covering Rodgers during the season for two reasons. One, you were probably going to see something incredible happen on the field. And two, on Wednesday, when you stood at his locker or Sunday after the game, he was going to give you interesting stuff to write about. So that part of it, I miss and probably always will miss. The off-season stuff, listening to him on podcast this or podcast that. I don't miss that at all. So I do think there's the good and bad.
Anything else from Kyle or Brad before we let Bob go?
That's all I got, Rob. I'll call you the real name.
Of
Rob.
course you will.
Yeah.
Brad, let me get since I didn't include you as a Wisconsin alum. Should I include you? Were you a holder?
I was a holder.
Extra point.
I was.
So I would think you would be fascinated because as am I fascinated by special teams and the current kicking competition.
Oh, yeah.
That has been going on now. Here's a new twist to it. There's nobody underneath the goalposts at practice, or at least there wasn't yesterday, signaling whether kicks were made or missed. And as you know, standing on the sideline at like a 45-degree angle, unless the ball hits the net, it's near impossible to tell if these kicks went through or not. So we were arguing on the sideline as a media corps yesterday about whether kicks were good or not. And the very fact that we weren't sure if some of them went through.
No, Rob, stop. We're going to lose Kyle's heart.
Rob, was that all three kickers? But by the way, I think if you have three kickers, you don't know what the heck you're doing.
Yeah, no, yesterday, if you have three kickers, you have none, right? Yesterday it was just Anders Carlson and Greg Joseph. So we did not see Podles in the kick.
Oh, boy.
Oh, he ain't gotten better, Rob! I'm really going to break our hearts. I'm telling you this now. Next January, the Packers are going to have...
Rob, it was great having you.
Thanks coming on, Rob.
Oh, man.
All right, guys. We'll see you soon.
That's Rob Domofsky, a.k.a. Bob of ESPN, joining Kyle, Brust, and Norman. I just can't help myself.
Jake Bates. What's his name? They got to sign him.
Oh, man. Jake Bates?
XFL, UFL, whatever it's called. And I need to bring in Green Bay ASAP.
No torn pecs at the Princeton Club, because when I worked with my guy Maddie in personal training, we made sure that I was taken care of. And also, don't be afraid to ask people for a spot. Don't try and be a hero, right? I mean, Brad, you're a lifter.
To not ask someone for a spot?
Don't be afraid to ask for a spot.
Oh, for sure.
Don't try and be a hero.
If you're going to push yourself, you got to have that spot.
Thank you.
Big spot guy.
Just saying.
I'll give you a spot, too.
Live responsibly.
I'm weak.
Yeah, that's why
So
you need a spot. Yeah. Free childcare with the membership, open 24/7. I've done personal training, but they also have, cardio, workout classes, basketball courts, something for everyone. And you can find your better tomorrow at the Princeton Club. Just have the courage to go get the tour. You're going to see how clean it is. You're going to see all the perks that you get. You're going to see the locker room renovations. You're going to see them bringing in new equipment. They're always making it better for you, so you don't have to leave. Join the Princeton Club for a better tomorrow in Madison or New Berlin. Kyle, Brust, and Nortman continues next.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN.
I still am in shock that I was asked what my baby was fed. Shout out to Diana McGuanago. Formula or breast milk or breastfeeding. I will get back to you via email, Diana. So pour one out to no more breast milk talk on KBN.
On ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com. Wilde and Tout, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Also sponsored by Coors Light.
You are looking live.
Hi,
I am looking live at like 18 different things. I've got my glasses on. I can read it. If you don't want to do it, fine. I'll just lean over.
I got it.
Trade proposal. No, forget you. You had your chance. And you compared me to your grandpa.
May he rest in peace.
Wilde and Tausch, weekdays 9 to noon on 94.5 ESPN and available wherever you get your podcasts with Wisconsin On Demand.
I'm Monica Kessler.
Monica makes sure that everything at Kessler's is worthy of a lifetime warranty.
The quality of your ring is incredibly important when it comes to diamond setting, ring sizing, and repairs.
Monica has been part of Kessler's since she was 6 years old.
Let me tell you how to judge the quality of the jewelry you're buying.
It's easier than you think.
All you have to do is read the warranty.
Most stores offer a 5-year warranty, but Kessler's offers a lifetime warranty, the strongest in the world.
We can do it because we put more gold in your jewelry.
When a jeweler wants to make a bigger profit, they put less gold into the jewelry. This makes it thinner and easier to break.
Theirs might look like ours at first glance, but Kessler's jewelry is made not to break, and that takes more gold.
We give you a lifetime warranty because our jewelry is made to last forever, just like your love.
Gold is more than $2,000 an ounce.
Kessler's gives you more gold, a lot more gold.
For the location of the Kessler's nearest you, go to KesslersDiamonds.com.
Grab tickets to any Brewers game now. Next up, it's a can't-miss homestand against the Cubs and the White Sox the week of May 27th through June 2nd. Open up a new chapter of the I-94 rivalry May 27th through the 30th as the Brewers take on the Cubs. Then join Happy Days theme night for a Bronze Fonz bobblehead at the game on Friday, May 31st. Get in on a big week of Brewers action now at brewers.com/tickets.
They say seeing is believing, and when you see what's inside at American Place Casino, you better believe you're gonna love it. Because when it comes to amazing gaming, we're a real game changer. With the most exciting of table games like blackjack, craps, and roulette, the newest slots, a sportsbook, restaurants, bars, and more. So if you're ready for excitement, we'll see you soon. American Place Casino. Change the game.
Must be 21 years of age or older. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, crisis counseling and referral services can be accessed by calling 1-800-GAMBLER, 1-800-426-2537.
Head on in to Fleet Farm to take your lawn and garden to the next level this spring. This week, get Miracle-Gro Garden Soil on sale for only $3.99. Pick up 3 pounds of Scott's Turf Builder Sun and Shade Grass Seed at the lowest price of the season, just $12.99. And stop by our garden center to shop over 100 different types of seed and plant varieties. Find everything you need for your everyday life at Fleet Farm.
Golfers, listen up. It's Gabe Neitzel from On the Tee, and we are heading to Scotland with our friends at Wisconsin Golf Trips. That's right, Scotland. You can join myself and Stephen Watson as we head overseas to play some of the best courses in the world. This package includes green fees, lodging, transportation, and more. But there are only a limited amount of spots available, so sign up now. For information on the trip and a link for paying, you can text GOLF right now to the ESPN Milwaukee Talk and Text line at 800-990-3776. That's GOLF to 800-990-3776.
Derek Jeter for American Family Insurance.
Life's better when you're under the American Family Insurance roof because they'll help protect your family's dreams. Whether it's a kid like me aiming for the big leagues, future rocket scientist, we have liftoff, or a budding prima ballerina, you can count on an American Family Insurance agent to help you dream fearlessly. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Can I steal it from you to memorize the way you shock me, the way you move it here? Just wanna feel
these vibes give me vibes that mean I want to go to Road America because you can set up a speaker when you camp out, play whatever music you want to, make friends with your neighbors, drink with them, eat with them, DJ with them. You look like a DJ with the
DJ Strofe.
DJ Strofe with the long sleeve on, the button down.
That's what we called him last week, DJ Strofe.
Road America is a great place for you to enjoy affordable family fun. Kids 16 and under get in free with a paying adult at the gate. And you got to get your tickets for the NTT IndyCar Series at Road America. The Indy 500's coming up. Something maybe you'll pique your interest as it comes around. It's a fun race, fun time for you to get together. But you can have that affordable family fun right here in Elkhart Lake with the NTT IndyCar Series coming here. Corporate events, weddings. They have go-karts. They have family fun zone. Make sure you go check out all the different food, the paddock. It is something for everyone at Road America. RoadAmerica.com to get your tickets today. Big shout out to Rob Domofsky of ESPN for joining us here on Kyle, Brust, and Nortman. Ben Brust, Packer backer Kyle Wallace, Brad Nortman, Alex Strofe, DJ Strofe running the show. It was good to hear from Rob Domofsky initially about what he felt the conversation with Jordan Love went.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, I mean, look, when Homer came in to run the Homer Hour from 5 to 6 yesterday, he was like, you guys are...
That sounds just like Homer.
And then John Anderson of ESPN, I heard, was like, yeah, those guys. He was talking about us like those guys.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Wait, John Anderson called us those guys?
Yeah.
Wow. What the heck going on behind our back?
Yeah, it was like, they're reading into this, that. He was actually on your side, but the way he said those guys.
Oh, he's talking about you two. Okay.
Yeah, but he's still.
Okay, that's good. It's different.
Oh,
it's
it's cool now?
Yeah, John, I'm with you. Those guys. I'm telling you, I don't know what they're talking about.
But, Rob being in person with Jordan, talking about the impending contract extension, I thought brought good insight to, the uncomfortableness that Brad and I heard was just probably him not knowing what to say or do and him figuring out what to say or do. He's probably trained what to say or do, but he's never been through, negotiations for a big contract like this. He doesn't want to ruin it.
Well, you never quite know how it's going to come off as well, because it's a very emotional thing. You don't want it to be, but you're talking about lots of zeros. You're talking about life-changing money. So even though Jordan Love, he always says the right thing, and he said the right thing as well yesterday, but there was just an underlying tension, discomfort that I felt like didn't sound or feel like Jordan Love. And honestly, we don't have time to get into it now. Maybe we can in the next hour. But man, the fact that the earliest would be, in Rob Domofsky's thought, is the night before training camp.
Yeah, July 23rd.
I don't like that whatsoever. I think that's a problem.
Yeah.
Oh, damn. You didn't make enough.
Talking about him?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Oh.
Is this right?
Wait a minute.
I mean, it's public info.
What site you looking at? I'll tell you.
Overthecap.com?
Spot Track is always the most accurate.
So why are you looking up this man's salary randomly in?
Because he's talking about zeros. I want to see how many zeros he had.
He had enough. He had more than me.
Several.
Yeah. More zeros than we've seen.
Yeah.
At least that I know of.
Well, your net worth on the internet is up there. You get a couple zeros.
Wait, what's your net worth?
It says $3 to $5 million on Google.
What?
Right.
And I'm trying to.
Our broke asses are working with these two.
I'm trying to find that $3 to $5 million though, Kyle. I've never seen it. We'll be back in 2 minutes. Don't go anywhere.
Delays along southbound 43 stretch pretty much from Hampton Avenue down past Keith. Back on the brakes as you're making your way through the Marquette interchange and over the high-rise bridge. Speaking of southbound to westbound, that ramp has a disabled vehicle on it, and that's going to be tying things up just a bit. It's out of traffic, but it's in a weird spot. It's going to be heavy on westbound 94 all the way to Hawley Road, too. Eastbound slowing down from 76th Street through the Stadium interchange. Traffic is brought to you by the Neal Group. They know how to minimize your taxes to keep more money in your pocket. Visit nealgroup.net. That's NEAL Group.net. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast tonight, mainly clear, breezy with a low of 55. Tomorrow, mostly sunny, a high of 77. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
It's racing season at the legendary Great Lakes Dragway, and their schedule of events is ready. They've still got their yearly holiday weekend races like Labor Day weekend and, of course, coming up on Memorial Day weekend, plus Nitrous Streetcar Brawl, Import Wars, and Bug Fest. You can also book corporate or private events. Take advantage of their season-long passes and even schedule a time to take your car on the track and drive as fast as you can. Go to GreatLakesDragaway.com right now for pricing and info. Great Lakes Dragaway, just a burnout west of I-94 on County KR.
Hey guys, it's Brad Nortman here to tell you about a great offer at Bank 5-9. I know we're all looking for ways to save our money, and at Bank 5-9, you can earn more by opening a money market account today. With rates as high as 5.3%, you'll earn more while working with a true local community bank. Be sure to check out their great CDs too. Helping you save more of your money is another way Bank 5-9 is making lives better. For details, visit bank59.com/MM specials. Member FDIC. Hey, this is Brad Nortman from KBN. Tune in to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman every day from 2 to 5. WKTI and WKTI HD Milwaukee.
A locally owned Good Karma brand station.
Broadcasting live from the Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All studio at the Avenue in downtown Milwaukee. This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN on 94.5 ESPN, the Wisconsin On Demand app, and streaming live at ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube.
We them boys. We them boys.
It's the 414 hour at 4 on KBN.
All right, Strofe, why did you retweet this?
I retweet a lot of stuff.
What did he retweet? What happened?
Steven chimes in at KBN ESPN. I just want to say how much I love Kyle Wallace. Everything about him is my favorite thing in the world.
I'm just saying, if we got a tweet about Ben Brust or Brad Nortman that said that, I would have retweeted
I know.
Steven, I love you too, man.
We've never gotten a tweet like that about Ben Brust.
I don't expect that either. But my point is I got a text yesterday from somebody at 800-990-3776 talking about how they tune in for Kyle Wallace.
It's the star.
And I just I can't say these things because then.
Listen, I love. Here's the thing. It's just I'm me, and I'm so Milwaukee, and that's all I can be, and I love the Packers, man. This is beautiful, man. I love KBN Nation.
Did you just give an acceptance speech to winning an Emmy right there?
KBN Nation's the reason why we're the best.
2 people tune in for Kyle, and he's like, oh yeah,
this is like when the king takes a stroll down the street, and people are throwing roses at him. We're just throwing the flowers at Kyle.
Justin, the Are You Smarter Than Ben Brust grader chimes in.
Oh man,
Kyle Wallace stinks.
Woo. And that's comes from a place of love. Thank you, Justin. Thank you.
800-990-3776. Your thoughts on Kyle Wallace as a sports radio host?
Oh, I love KBN Nation. I really do. I love my coworkers here, my teammates.
This is your acceptance speech.
Yes, and absolutely, this is a pleasure every single day from 2 to 5 to be able to talk to Milwaukee, talk to Wisconsin, talk to KBN Nation, be with 2 sports legends like Brad Nortman from Wisconsin who punted at Wisconsin, to be with a sports legend who had adopted now Wisconsin as his home state, Ben Brust. This is amazing, man. I'm living a dream talking to everybody today.
Bo from Fort Atkinson chimes in. I tune in every day for Ben and Brad. Kyle's too much of a homer.
I mean, he must not be a Packer fan.
Maybe you're the most polarizing, Kyle.
I love this.
Polarizing.
800-990-3776, KBN Nation. We welcome all thoughts and opinions. We want to know your thoughts on our very own Kyle Wallace, the Packer backer.
Well, Steven has continued on Twitter.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, Steven.
Is this a thread?
I mean, he checks all the boxes as a great guy. Smart, check. Funny, check. Honest, check. Loyal, check. Family man, check. Exciting to listen to, check. I feel lucky to be able to share the weight to pick up my amazing children from school with Kyle Wallace, who, in my opinion, is the most underrated radio guy in Wisconsin.
Wow, man.
Guys, this is one man's thoughts. One man.
Rod in the Key on Twitter. I love everything about Brad and Kyle and Alex on KBN.
Oh, I'm getting texts. My mom, LOL hearts, my girl. I love you to go. Oh, my goodness. Steven,
Mom, I love you. Girl, go.
No, my gosh. Steven's a good person. I'm on Steven's profile now. He's a smart guy. He actually has a degree in journalism.
Give him a follow.
Oh, yeah, I can follow.
Give him a follow.
Yeah, man.
He would tweet you if he knew you had a Twitter.
He just said at Kyle Wallace.
He didn't even at you. He just wrote Kyle Wallace because he tweeted our account.
My man, Steve.
Let all your just let them know where to follow you. Let the fans know.
ESPN Kyle W. If you want to follow me on social media, but more importantly, follow Kyle Brust and Nortman. KBN ESPN.
What a guy!
Man, so
what
selfless.
a sweetheart.
It is about we, not me.
Sure as hell sounded like me a little bit ago.
You feel pretty good though right now, don't you, Kyle? Though
I felt good all day today. And here, listen, look at God. He brought Steven into my life, man. I appreciate that.
Kyle, where are you at out of 10?
I'm a 10, man. I'm a 10.
That's the first time you've ever been a 10 out of 10.
Yeah, usually.
Reported 10
usually
out of
by
10.
the time I get here, I'm beaten down from the day. It's so hard to be on a 10.
Benny, where are you at out of 10?
I think I'm a 9 because I genuinely I do love what Kyle brings to the show. He's hilarious.
Oh, it's the best.
He has one-liners that I don't think are appreciated enough.
I thought maybe because you were still your
concussed.
mind's like, yeah, you didn't know where you were at.
Yeah, Kyle, you're an elite talent.
Bradley?
Oh, jeez.
Okay, stop. Number 1, chill out.
Yeah. So are you, Strofe and Ben.
Oh, God.
I could not be more grateful.
What is
to
this
be
right now?
Alongside.
This ruined.
I feel like I'm getting punked.
I know.
No, I mean, Brad is phenomenal. We, as in me and you, personally, let me just finish. I wrote this on a rundown.
It still is an acceptance speech.
I'm telling you this right now. Brad has made Ben a better man. He has made me a better man. And Strofe, you'll be a better man after hanging with Brad. We now, when we do things, I know we make a joke about be more like Brad.
More like Brad.
We make life decisions with Brad in mind. I literally have some vegan granola bars upstairs.
Kyle?
I don't know what it is, but Brad approved.
You brought him in, Brad. He ran like a puppy. Hey, Brad, take a look at my breakfast snacks.
And
do you approve these?
I'm honored. I'm honored to be that man in your guys' life.
Yeah.
And I will say, if we're talking about presence and on-air hosting ability, way back when we had discussions that this thing was going to start before we started in September, Strofe, we had done a bunch of radio together, so I already respected and knew Strofe's ability. But I was like, I need to listen to Kyle more. I need to listen to Ben more. When I heard you guys on air, I was like, These guys are pretty good. I better bring my A game. These guys are good.
All right. I don't even want to hear that.
It's true.
A love affair today.
So I've now.
The hell is this?
I don't know.
Put your belts back on.
We're literally. I don't want to touch Ben's Peter.
I'm sorry that I don't want to touch Ben's Peter.
Former coworker of Mr. Wallace. Well, no, duh, you love him. Andy, favorite radio personality. He's my daughter's favorite too. Andy in Frankfurt.
Oh yeah, shout out to Andy. Andy's good people.
Kyle's the mayor. He's like, Andy, I love Andy.
Shout out to Andy and shout out to his children as well. Just saw him recently at a Bucks game.
This whole Brad Nortman does make us a better person thing. This thing is real though, because I've been, we got a kid in the house. Like, life changes. You got a kid, very obvious. Life changes, but you don't know until you go through it, right? I think any parent who's listening would say that. You think you know, but you don't know. And then when it happens, you're just in it, right? So now we're trying to be healthy. The girl and I, we're trying to be healthy. So last night, I'm sending Brad pictures of snacks that we have in our house. We have these grain-free pretzels, gluten-free, nut-free, dairy-free. And I just said, said her name.
Fun-free.
Right?
Thinking too.
What the hell is this?
What ingredients are in there that makes it delicious?
Well, I'll have Brad go after I read this. Rate this new snack. 9 of 10. Love it. This would definitely qualify as a Brad and Lexi snack. Top-notch, clean ingredients, lean nutrition facts, sugar-free. Only small knock is slightly high in carbs, but honestly very low for a snack. Approved.
All caps approved.
That's it.
That's what I said back.
That's it. I'm putting the kibosh on this.
What, the Brad
Stop
and Ben
being
thing?
more like Brad. Stop being obsessed with Brad. Do you want this radio show to turn into a vanilla-ass cupcake where we all just sit around in a circle and say,
holy cow.
that was really respectful, Jordan Love. I really appreciate your leadership to this football
So then
team.
I sent popcorn. Dude, that is 1,000% Lexi and my favorite snack. 10 out of 10, no limits on that. All right, now let me finish this. Let me finish this, Strofe. I'm going to show you that I will never turn completely vanilla, because then he goes, outstanding picks by her. Y'all don't even need our guidance. I go, that's not true. We had pasta that was bad, but it was bad for us. It was really good, but dropped off by my stepmom who watched our daughter. Then he sends me 3 texts. If you guys like pasta, you should try Banza, noodles made with chickpeas. I was like, I'm done with this. I stopped replying. I was like, all right, it's gone too far. I don't know who I am anymore. I gotta stop.
The chickpea noodles from Banza are
Nobody wants chickpea damn noodles. That's what I'm thinking to myself when he texted me that.
You've never tried them.
Oh, here's the thing. A couple years ago, I probably would have said no. But if Brad said these are something I should try,
listen,
baby, go get the chickpea noodles, Banza.
They're really good. They're really good. And Ben, I'm using these kind of easy to remember phrases to help this really dig deep, because I used like a minute on the
lips, forever on the hips.
That one's gonna stick with you. There were donuts upstairs, and I said to Ben, I said, you know what, Ben, you don't flirt, you flee. That's exactly what you got to do. And I got this list on my phone. It is like.
It's not cheating on his girlfriend. He's eating a donut.
Don't flirt.
No, that's the mentality you got to have. So I found 2 quotes that I had. These are not my quotes. I accumulate life advice in here.
Can you point at the camera so people can see on YouTube how long and extensive
they can't read
that
them,
list is?
But show the camera, because this thing is crazy long.
It is very, very long. I'm scrolling. It's
I don't know if I've ever typed that much in a note in my life.
Thousands.
It's insane.
And thousands of words.
It keeps going.
He makes us all better, Stro.
So if there's something I come across where I'm like, that is really good.
Ready, stop. Anything good?
Yeah, I got 2 for you in this moment right here.
All right.
Ready?
I got my pen and my paper out. You 2 at home or on the road or whatever, just listen up.
So here we go. So this is 2 that I found that I felt like, you know what, Ben needs to hear this in this whole idea of him dieting and trying to change his lifestyle. Greatness is found on the other side of I don't feel like it.
Oh, my God.
You ready to be proud, Brad? Are you ready to be proud?
I got one more, but yes.
My girlfriend and I debated for about 10 minutes. We didn't want our leftovers that were healthy. We wanted to go get other lunch. We debated, and we did it. We, for the first time, ate our leftovers that were healthy today.
Good job.
Thank you, buddy.
See,
y'all got money over there in that
found on the other side of I don't feel like it. You didn't feel like it, you did it anyway.
Wait, you don't eat your leftovers?
Well, like they were too healthy. Like we wanted to get something that was more satisfying.
$3 to $5 million might be an understatement.
I know, right? For real.
Second one. Change is hard at first, messy in the middle, beautiful in the end.
Powerful from Brad Nortman.
Ooh, that's what
Strofe, you look disgusted.
That's what the Packers.
You signed up for this
That is
show.
what the Packers went
You
through.
signed up to work this show.
Hard
Yeah,
at
I just
first,
think
messy
I was-
in the middle, beautiful in the end. That's the Green Bay Packers story.
I thought I was working with a couple of leaders, not a bunch of followers.
No, I mean,
Vanilla
We got a good leader.
Oh wow! See,
Go eat a protein wrap, Kyle.
I feel like
It's time
I
for
need to
protein.
take offense to
It's a
this.
fiber wrap.
Can I just say, you took headshots at my boy Nortman earlier today.
You're taking just shots at me saying vanilla-ass cupcake show in reference to them being more like
Well,
me.
if we all were like you, it would be pretty vanilla-ass cupcake show.
I gotta go home and make my oatmeal.
Yeah.
We got to shred
Imagine
chicken
how-
and fish for the week.
Imagine the
Gotta
energy
hit
we'd
the
have.
treadmill.
We'd be so fit.
You
I
wanted
feel so
him.
good.
You wanted him to be your Bobby. You want him to be your Aaron Rodgers. Remember VP?
Yeah, I rescind my ballot. I'm making amends to my ballot. No longer is Strofe my VP.
Yeah, he took some shots at
I
you,
want
man.
Rodgers.
I think it was unnecessary. Or ride or
I'll
die.
take Rodgers over Strofe.
I just don't understand
Former
why he took
ESPN
shots.
Wisconsin personality, in all fairness.
True. Yes, he used to host here at Good Karma Brands. Whether you're designing your dream kitchen to have your very healthy snacks or whatever you make in your healthy home, assembling your new IKEA bedroom furniture it's so easy because guess what? They pass on the savings when they package it up and they make it affordable for you. They have so many services, delivery. IKEA Delivery buys you time and energy to do what you want, like set up your new purchase or relax. So again, kitchen planning. Everyone deserves their dream kitchen. Assembly. Don't want to assemble your IKEA purchase yourself? IKEA's partnered with TaskRabbit to make your everyday life at home easier by connecting you with flexible and affordable ways to get your to-dos done from furniture assembly and mounting. There's so much with IKEA. And I'm telling you, the Family Rewards program is free. It is absolutely free. So sign up and get the rewards. IKEA, I get my patio furniture from there to round out the backyard. Everyone's enjoying what Brad is giving the world right now. And that's tons of knowledge. And he's making me a better person, and so is IKEA. Because I can't wait to provide my family with great outdoor furniture for all of us to sit around and grill out lean protein and eat vegetables and not put buns on it. Not going to happen in our household. More Kyle, Brust, and Nortman. Maybe you know what? We were so bad, Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, at like just making each other feel really good that we're going to go to the KBN Academy and let Strofe speak and bring some life into the show. Next.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN.
It's the 414 Hour at 4 on KBN.
Wow. Just wow.
Has he sound good? We've been practicing.
I did it all last week. And I gotta say, I'm pretty proud of my progress.
On ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Well, it looks like we got a big problem on northbound 4394 right on the high-rise bridge. The two right lanes are blocked because of a serious crash. Things are really, really backed up. I would avoid 4394 right now as we're seeing backups all the way back to Lincoln Avenue with this. Of course, everybody on the southbound side slowing down and take a look. So we've got backups almost back to North Avenue all the way down through the Marquette to that accident scene. On westbound 94, watch for delays from about 25th Street all the way to about Mitchell Boulevard. On the eastbound side, you're looking at delays from just east of 84th Street through the Stadium interchange. 41 southbound, just a few pockets of heavy traffic from Silver Spring down to Capitol Drive. Traffic is brought to you by Bud Pavilion's free concert series, Wednesday Night Live. Returns to State Fair Park tonight with the Glam Band. Gates open at 6. Live music starts at 7. Summer fun starts tonight at the Bud Pavilion. And check the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast tonight. Mainly clear skies, a low of 56. Tomorrow, mostly sunny and warm, a high of 78. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
Wilde and Tausch, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Also sponsored by American Family Insurance.
Trade proposal. Christian Watson. Packers receive Justin Jefferson. I think I found a way for us to get Ayuk, Jefferson, and T. Higgins and not have to give up all that much.
Weekdays 9 to noon on 94.5 ESPN and available wherever you get your podcasts with Wisconsin On Demand.
Be greeted by an owner at America's largest employee-owned jewelry store.
Welcome to Kessler's.
Woo! Hey, this is Ben Brust from Kyle, Brust, and Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin. People can't stop screaming about the Screamin' Sicilian frozen pizza, and no wonder. There's plenty to scream about, like the buttery stone-fired crust, secret recipe tomato sauce, mounds of whole milk mozzarella, and tons of premium toppings. Find Screamin' Sicilian in your local grocer's freezer and find out for yourself why Sporked called Screamin' Sicilian's Holy Pepperoni frozen pizza the best of the best. Screamin' Sicilian. Taste what all the screamin' is about.
Grab tickets to any Brewers game now. Next up, it's a can't-miss homestand against the Cubs and the White Sox the week of May 27th through June 2nd. Open up a new chapter of the I-94 rivalry May 27th through the 30th as the Brewers take on the Cubs. Then join Happy Days theme night for a Bronze Fonz bobblehead at the game on Friday, May 31st. Get in on a big week of Brewers action now at brewers.com/tickets.
ESPN Wisconsin's Mark Tauscher here, and there is one thing I think everyone can agree on. Potholes stink. And this year's weather will make it one of the worst years yet. Well, Johnson & Sons Paving is ready to take on the challenge with a team that has over 2 decades of experience. When the potholes pop up in your asphalt, Johnson & Sons Paving can patch or replace the whole area. Book an appointment now at johnsonsonspaving.com. Get that appointment booked before May 31st, and you might even see Old T on the job site for a visit. Find full contest details at ESPNWisconsinContest.com.
Home practice is about to begin. Your daughter's new tap shoes? Loud. Your son's new tuba? Louder. But you got this. Just like Associated Bank's got you with $50 overdraft Greystone. So if you lose track of expenses buying some noise-canceling and sanity-saving headphones, we've got your back. You got this with $50 overdraft Greystone from Associated Bank. See AssociatedBank.com/checking or ask a banker for details. Member FDIC.
For general contest rules, visit ESPNWisconsinContest.com.
Earth Justice is a national legal nonprofit fighting to save lives, protect our climate, and strengthen our economy through the shift to zero emissions. Visit us at earthjustice.org. Earth Justice, because the earth needs a good lawyer.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN, on ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
She's up all night to the sun. I'm up all night to get some. She's up all night.
All right, we're done telling each other how great everyone is because we're not. We haven't done anything.
Man, that shot you hit against Michigan.
Oh, shut up. Ben Brust, Kyle
changed
Wallace.
our life,
It
Kyle.
did.
Brad Nortman.
I got up and ran. I said, ah!
The funny part about all this is Alex Strofe was the biggest fan of me until he met me.
Never meet your heroes.
I still am on his Instagram, which is amazing. I'm surprised he hasn't archived that one
Did
yet.
I tell you what happened there?
Yeah, somebody liked it.
So the Good Karma brand
first reset.
No kidding.
What you post?
So I posted in 2013, so 11 years ago, a picture of Ben and I think it was Josh Gosser, and it just said like "My Boys" or something. I was in middle school, and then over the weekend, the Good Karma Brands, our company, the Instagram page they have, liked that picture that's 11 years old.
Huh. It's creeping through your page, huh?
Whoever runs that page was it.
Oh wow, they were deep in there.
Yeah, they had a picture.
Hey,
they be digging on that page.
Yeah, I don't know what they're doing, but I do know that I want to get some Alex Strofe time. It's no longer the KBN Academy. We're going to put the spotlight on our guy, Mr. Irrelevant, Alex Strofe.
So am I not playing the KBN Academy?
You're just going to play whatever you want to click.
In radio, our goal's pretty simple.
Just so you know, you really suck.
Have an A show or an F show.
Hey, I'll decide who sucks around here.
The same goes for topics in this next segment. This is the KBN Academy.
Those that can't do, teach.
So full transparency to KBN Nation, the KBN Academy will be disbanded after this week.
School's out.
What? We will be rebranding this segment.
Summer, baby.
And Alex Strofe, it's your world. You can make it whatever you want it to be. Just don't let it suck.
What?
So let's get a little preview of what next week's going to feel like.
No pressure at all.
No.
Yeah, you didn't set that up with pressure at all.
None. You host. You always say, "I am always ready."
I'm always ready.
All right, let's see that.
Born ready.
Come on now.
All right, let's start with the Minnesota Governor Tim Walz, fellas, who sent out a Wolves Back Day proclamation earlier today. There is a total of 10 whereases. I think those are also proclamations. If you took the first letter of each proclamation, spells out, "Bring your ass," which is what Anthony Edwards said to Charles Barkley on Inside the NBA after their series win last series. Is that fair or foul by a governor to put "bring your ass" in a statewide proclamation?
He did it. He didn't write it. He was just simply putting out 10 whereases.
I asked if it was fair or foul, Ben.
Oh, it's fair. I mean, he didn't do anything wrong. It just so happened that the first letter of each sentence spelled out "bring your ass."
It was on accident.
It was a coincidence.
Yeah. And
you don't believe in coincidences?
One of the whereases had like 3 words. So of course it was on accident. But if it was purposeful, this man has my vote. I love this. I love this out of a governor. You lean into the sports culture. You totally connect with your community.
Oh, you put your political party aside for "Bring Your Ass" proclamation day?
Yes, I would. Yes, I
Bring
would.
your ass.
I will compare this, though, to when the Cincinnati mayor did the whole Burrowhead thing and looked like a total idiot. There's a certain way you go about doing this.
What was that? Real quick context.
Before Cincinnati Bengals played the Kansas City Chiefs, it said something about Burrow's success in Arrowhead. He made like a proclamation renaming the company or the stadium Burrowhead or something like that, right? It was dumb, it was bad, and Mahomes went and beat him. That was just poorly done. This is perfectly done.
I will say this. I love this. I really do. I love the creativity of this. But what I don't like is a proclamation for what? Wolves Back Day? Wolves back to what? Like, what is this for? Like, it's funny, it's great, but you just gave somebody or a team a whole day and they haven't done anything. And if you're talking about the Wolves are back.
Hey, at least they're celebrating going to the Western Conference Finals and not a play-in victory like they did going crazy a couple years ago.
That was crazy.
I mean, come on. They haven't done anything and they're not going back to anything. Like, come on.
They beat the champs.
Oh,
that's something.
No, you don't celebrate just because you beat the champs.
You got excitement. You lean in.
No, you're all business till you win the NBA Finals.
He didn't say we're champions. He's just leaning into this
proclamation, Brad. A proclamation is a big deal. Proclamation for what? The creativity is great, but the proclamation is trash. What a waste of government resources.
It was a 1 page.
What did he have to sign with his pen?
Did you know? And I can type this in our work computer. bringyouass.com.
Be careful now. Wait a minute.
No.
Wait a minute.
Bringyouass.com takes you to Minnesota's tourism page.
Really?
That's pretty great.
I literally just typed it in. Boom.
Wow.
That is creative. Minnesota, you are up 1.
So that's why the governor is leaning in for the record, because there is a tie-in to Explore Minnesota.
All right, fellas.
It's increased revenue.
That is fantastic.
Today, May 22nd, is National Vanilla Pudding Day. Just wondering how you guys are celebrating your show's holiday.
Oh, wow. Shots fired again.
Yeah, don't get jumped now. If we can jump your ass in, bring your ass over here. See what
he doesn't even have an ass.
Bring that stick, bring that flapjack over here.
Yeah.
See what happens.
Flapjack.
Yeah.
Smacking that booty is just bone. We're not answering. We refused because you probably took the rest of the segment. You're like, oh, I got the best thing for them, and I'm done.
No, I got one more. Inside the NBA on TNT.
Sad.
We'll celebrate its final season next season.
Oh, it's
Charles
official?
Barkley, Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Ernie Johnson. Next year will be their final season. Who's the best member on that cast?
Oh, Charles Barkley. It's not even close.
I kind of like Shaq.
No, Shaq is great. Charles Barkley's hilarious.
Yeah, Barkley's amazing.
But like the thing doesn't go without Ernie. The thing, like Kyle, Brust, and Nortman doesn't go without Ben. The thing doesn't go without Ernie.
Went just fine last week.
Now, what I heard, sources close to the program, y'all missed me. You were supposed to say, yeah, we did.
No, not at all. It was last minute.
I feel
I can't had a good time.
Put on blast against complimenting any of you guys after I'm put on blast as being as a traditional vanilla cupcake. So I got to be careful about being too kind to you guys.
Yeah.
I hit him deep. I
Yeah,
think.
you guys are gonna have to call each other tonight and
Yeah,
have a little heart to heart.
I'm not complimenting any of you guys. The rest of the show.
Wait a minute.
I don't like this question because all four of them make the show.
Choose one. Dang.
I did.
All right, then.
I chose Ernie, but the way that they all play off each other is amazing.
It is.
It is. It's so unique. It's so good.
Can they just move to the new station?
No,
it's gonna be
Ernie's
on?
never going to leave Turner. Basically said it in his Emmy Award acceptance for Best Studio Host.
So what's causing the move?
The TNT Turner Sports didn't want to pony up the money to keep TNT. Where's it going now, Stro?
Netflix.
What? What?
So why isn't the show on Netflix then?
Because they're
Turner
not in
owns
the
the show.
Yeah. TNT, Turner, CBS, they
So they're
pay
not going
those
to get any
people. for that
basketball
show.
games at all?
Yeah.
That is such a shame.
I think they'll still have college March
College
Madness.
hoops, yeah, but not NBA, no. Is my understanding, at least. You brought up the Sports Emmy Awards. I just wanted to ask about something awkward that happened at the Sports Emmy Awards last night.
What happened?
Greg Olson won his second straight Best Sports Commentator Award.
Oh,
or
man.
Sports Analyst Award.
Jesse Nelson could have won that one.
Nice, Kyle.
I mean, I'm dead serious. I know Greg's your boy, but I mean,
Yeah, it's
Greg
our boy
ain't-
G-Reg.
Greg's not. He's not that good. I mean, for real though.
All right, take it easy, man. The guy's already getting his job taken away from Tom Brady, and you're killing him.
He's losing his job.
He won 2 straight sports Emmys, and Tom Brady's
And Tom
taking over
Brady's
the
taking him over.
top slot.
$7 million demotion for Greg Olson.
Is that
How
really what it
awkward is
counts
that?
to?
He gave like a 40-second acceptance speech, and he just kept saying, I look forward to what's next. It was really uncomfortable. You feel bad for Greg Olson?
I mean, of course.
Brad.
I do feel bad for him.
That's your guy.
He's a friend, yeah.
He's a friend. You
He's a
overuse
friend.
the word
No, he's
friend.
an actual friend.
You support
He's
his
an
rap
actual friend.
album?
Hang on. When's the
Sunflower
last
Crew.
time you spoke or texted Greg Olson?
When I texted him trying to get on the show, and it just didn't work out in January. when
And
the
he
Packers played.
responded.
He responded.
And before
he
that?
he said yes, and then it just didn't work out. Before that, let's see.
Let's get him on the show.
Actually, check that date. When did you text Olson to come on the show?
January 10th.
January 10th was the day that I spent 3 hours just berating Brad.
And then
Because I brought up on the air, how come you couldn't get, Greg Olson on the air?
was that it?
And now we're reliving this.
yeah,
Huh? The concussion is really coming out.
Oh, yeah. I remember when I broke Brad.
I texted him.
Are you
before
celebrating that?
Oh, yeah. It was a great moment.
This man is sick.
Brad, would you?
I saw him.
Hold on. Was it a great moment when Ben, quote unquote, broke you?
We have become closer since then, though.
I
Without
don't need to relive that.
Brad, without that moment,
How about this?
would we be where we are today?
No, probably not. But
shut his mic off. He's concussed.
I guess this is the pain where the change is painful at the start, messy in the middle, beautiful at the end.
we still in the mess.
Brad, where are we?
still in the mess.
Okay, so I texted
we
Greg
ain't.
Olson when I was in Charlotte. I was at a Kings Leon concert. He was at the same concert. Texted and met up. How about that? How about that?
New Kings.
That's
of
when
Leon.
you
right there.
when you have to look up when you met somebody,
Well,
are you friends?
You don't always talk to people.
Yeah, we live in different states now.
I'll say this. I guess since that is your friend, I probably need to take back what I said.
Yeah,
about
take
his,
that back. Don't you say
his
that in Greg's
skills and his talents. As you actually text him, and I said,
Man, have some gumption and
He's
stay
not
on your
worried
take.
about you, Kyle Wallace.
You're right. You're right, Stroke.
You ain't elite.
Mr. Vanilla is making Kyle soft.
"Look what you
ain't elite.
did." Now he's coming at me. I'm trying to support.
I think I broke this show.
You did.
We were in.
We were all singing.
Yeah.
We were all singing
29
"Kumbaya."
years ago.
We peaked the early part of this
Be
hour.
more like Brad.
No, Brad is savage now. Don't be like Brad. Be like my boy Steve. Be like Steve. Be happy.
What, the Steve who loves Kyle Wallace?
See, Steve, he loves Kyle Wallace. Yes, be like Steve.
All right. Kyle, tell us about your great friends then.
Ooh, I love Steve. I love me. I love KBN, but I love Universal Windows Direct. I'm telling y'all this right now. Universal Windows Direct, you gotta shop with them. I had somebody come by, take a look at the windows, and they did a great job of letting me know all the different options that you have. And what I love when he talked about that super spacer technology, because it helps keep the edge of the glass warmer. It holds the window sill longer, and it makes the windows last up to 5 times longer than other window systems. Plus, it comes with a true 20-year warranty. Call them today at 414-410-2000, and for every 2 windows you buy from Universal Windows Direct, you will get 2 free. Buy 4, get 4. Buy 20, get 20. There is no limit whatsoever. Call 414-410-2000 to schedule your free
This is Kyle Brust.
Your free in-home estimate today as well. And don't forget is that you get 0% financing for 60 months. Yes, 60 months. Call them today and tell them I told you to call, and you get $250 off your next project for the last windows you'll ever need. Go to UWD.com. That's UWD.com. And like me, you'll be saying, I love my windows.
I still have enjoyed this show. I really have. The show is broken for the last 30 minutes. We've had a lot of emotions, a lot of love, a lot of hate. And I look forward to the next 30.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman.
That is completely unacceptable. It is unacceptable for a team to
Unacceptable.
Unacceptable. Is acceptable? Unacceptable?
Unacceptable.
Unaccessible. Wait,
what?
Wait, my mind is
unacceptable.
Unacceptable.
Unacceptable. What did I say?
Unacceptable.
My mouth and brain
Unacceptable.
are like not working
Unacceptable.
right
What did I say?
On ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Wade versus Diener is coming, a 2-day event that features activities where Dwayne Wade and Travis Diener compete with your help to raise the most money for local youth literacy programs. June 15th, a tee-off party hosted by Wade and Diener at Pilot Project. Your support helps break down barriers and create a brighter future for Milwaukee's youth. Don't miss the opportunity to join these Marquette superstars as they give back to the Milwaukee community through their shared love of basketball and fundraising for youth literacy. Register at WadeDienerGala.GiveSmart.com.
On Thursday, May 30th, join Sharp Literacy for the 9th annual Unwrapped Milwaukee fundraising event from 5 to 8 p.m. at the Deco in West Allis. Unwrapped is an evening of community, creativity, and food. Top area chefs will create gourmet appetizer, entree, and dessert bites using McDonald's ingredients. The fundraiser will support Sharp's STEAM-based educational program, serving thousands of urban elementary students in 49 Milwaukee, Waukesha, and Racine schools. For tickets, visit sharpliteracy.org.
For the ultimate sports betting experience, get in the game at Potawatomi Sportsbook. Unleash your inner champion with dozens of betting kiosks, a VIP deck, high-end bar, first-class restaurant, broadcast booth, a 2,000-square-foot video wall, and more. It's a sports fan's paradise, 24/7. Bet above the rest. Only at Potawatomi Casino Hotel, Milwaukee. Visit the website for more. Must be 21 years old. All bets must be made on site.
The 10th annual Best Buddies Golf Outing happens June 10th at Ironwood Golf Course in Sussex and is the hottest ticket in June. Foursomes are $700 and include lunch, beverages, and snacks on the course throughout the day, plus appetizers after. All proceeds benefit Best Buddies in Wisconsin, an organization dedicated to creating opportunities, friendship, employment, and leadership development for people with intellectual and developmental disabilities. Hit a few balls, miss a few balls, and meet some new friends along the way, and maybe win a few raffle prizes too. Visit bestbuddies.org/Wisconsin for more information.
It's time for the Ortho ASAP Minute from Orthopedic Associates of Wisconsin.
I'm here with Dr. Sam Steiner. How much do you enjoy being able to help someone through really the entire process of coming back from an injury?
I mean, I think it's something very special. It's something I look forward to every day, being able to wake up, see people from the time they're injured, and then take them all the way through the process of explaining what they've had done, taking care of them, in some cases operating on them, and then afterwards being able to see the recovery and see them get back to where they want to be.
It seems to me that there is a strong connection between patient and doctor here. Why is that?
Many of us grew up in the area. We went to high schools that we now take care of. I think it's really unique and special that we can take care of people we went to school with, their families, friends of our parents at our facility. It holds you accountable. They can literally say, hey, if you don't do a good job, I'm going to tell your mom. We really have something very special and unique here at OAW.
The Ortho ASAP Minute is sponsored by Orthopedic Associates of Wisconsin. There is a difference.
Well, we've got a problem on northbound 4394. Right on the high-rise bridge, we have an accident. Serious one. It's got 2 right lanes closed at this point, so that is really creating some delays, basically all the way back to Lincoln. So you want to be extra careful with that, or maybe even avoid 4394 at this point. They've also closed off the ramp from northbound 4394 to eastbound 794 because of this incident, so just be extra careful with that. On that note, southbound 43 is also backing up, basically from just north of North Avenue all the way down through the Marquette to the accident scene as folks are slowing down to take a look. Westbound 94 backing up out of the Marquette interchange all the way to about Hawley Road. Eastbound, there was an accident in the left lane right about at Hawley Road on the eastbound side. So that's got backups all the way back to 84th Street. They've just cleared that accident. So just that's why you've got those delays. They just cleared it. So it's going to take a little bit for those delays to work themselves out. Traffic is brought to you by Dave & Buster's College Night Thursdays. College students get a free Dave & Buster's Power Card when you show your college ID. Dave & Buster's College Night Thursdays, 9 p.m. to close. And check the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast tonight. Mainly clear skies, a low of 56. Tomorrow, mostly sunny and warm, a high of 78. Weather's brought to you by Fifth Third Bank, custom solutions built around your goals. Member FDIC. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
You're killing people dying, children hurt and you hear them crying. When you practice what you preach and what you turn the other cheek.
Ben Brust, Kyle Wallace. Apparently the one that everyone loves to listen to. And Brad Nortman. We're here. We're Kyle, Brust, and Nortman with you till 5 o'clock. Leading you up to the Homer Hour. Alex Strofer on the show. 800-990-3776 if you want to get into the show. Or see our beautiful faces on YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee. Just waving some nice people that are looking into our studios. Now, delusional Bear fandom continues. Are you shocked?
No, that's what delusion and Bears fan go together like... I'm
not going to out my guy Sylvie. So Waddle and Sylvie, 2:30 to 6:30 on ESPN 1000, our sister station. He put out a poll. Now, the poll is very, I don't want to say unbiased, but it's just a question. There's no opinion there. When we have David Kaplan on our show from ESPN 1000, Cap and J Hood 7 to 10, he'll say the most outrageous things in the world that some part of him definitely believes. Like Caleb Williams, when it's all said and done in 20 years, will be second to Michael Jordan in terms of Chicago sports history. This poll from Waddle and Sylvie. Man, they tweet a lot. Who will take the NFC North for the next 5 years? 2,000 votes in. The Bears are still leading the way at 47%. Now, when I first saw this tweet, it was 70% Bears, like 13% Packers. I quote tweeted it, and I had said, he hasn't even played a single down in the NFL. Jason Wilde got into it as well. So I think that's what helped sway the votes. But even when you've had that much lack of success, to have 75% of your own fans believing in something they haven't even seen on the field is just amazing.
It's just delusion. I mean, they just personify the word so perfectly. Because if you think about this time last year for Packer fans, no one was talking about how the Packers were going to dominate the division over the next 5 years. It was always concerns about who's Jordan Love? Is he going to be good? Are we going to be relevant? It was a lot of caution when it came to Packer fans before one game was played as Jordan Love as the new franchise quarterback for the Green Bay Packers. But the Bears fans, they can't help themselves. They haven't seen one game from Caleb Love.
Caleb Williams.
Caleb Williams, thank you. Not Caleb Love.
Caleb Love is a Arizona basketball player who transferred from UNC to Arizona.
That's a pretty impressive pull right there, Ben.
I know Strofe and Kyle Wallace
knew that. He's pretty darn good, Brad. One of the best players in the country.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't really follow much college basketball outside of Marquette, Wisconsin, but we're going to keep on moving.
Well, Arizona plays Wisconsin, and they played this year, and they will play. They played last year, and they'll play this year.
Anyway, we're going to keep talking about the Bears and Packers, but the Packers had cautious optimism. Optimism was even watered down. The Bears can't help themselves. They are too far ahead of themselves. They're setting him up for failure by having these grand expectations for a guy that hasn't even played one snap in the NFL. So the Bears fans just do what Bears fans do.
See, listen, I think I'm a person that has a little bit of a heart. I can have sympathy for people. But when it comes to Chicago Bears fans, this is why I have never felt bad whatsoever when I see Bears fans in misery. It's because they do it to themselves.
Oh, wow.
They have this delusion to think that the next 5 years, y'all haven't run a division in 30, 40 some odd years. What makes you think in the next 5 years you going to lead the division because you drafted a quarterback high? You drafted a quarterback number 1. Don't you realize the other end of this? Don't you realize there is a potential that Caleb Williams may not be that great or is going to take time for him to develop? You think you're going to run the division for the next 5 years? They're just idiots. They're stupid.
I believe I saw a graphic that the Bears and the Jets are obviously the Bears have been in the playoffs and the Jets haven't. But the last time the Bears and the Jets both won a playoff game was both, I think, like 15 years ago.
Sounds about right.
That's the last time they won a playoff game. Just think about that.
Yeah, Homer still had hair.
And this is where the Bears...
I don't even think he had hair then either. This is how long it's been.
This is where Bear fans should be living. They should think about... When will we start being competitive? When will we make the playoffs, right? Not necessarily when are we going to start dominating the division for year after year. So the Bears fans, they just can't help themselves. They skip the steps along the way.
Always.
Not like, have we found our guy? Can we put it all together? So it's just, like you said, they do this to themselves. Therefore, I have no sympathy.
If you have a second here, I do have a question for you, if you can put his mic up, Strophy. I was listening last week, and it is Wednesday because I was concussed last Wednesday, so it's been a week. Rain Man, and not just Rain Man, but all the time. If you want to place a bet with somebody, you say Ted's a toaster, right? Yep.
That's correct. Yes, because then I know they're serious.
Yes, I feel like you need to tell people when you're there because
it doesn't matter. I may not be there. Kevin will take the money, and then he'll tell me that somebody laid the money.
You got to let people know who Kevin is.
Well, who's Kevin?
Well, Kevin it's his place. He's Ted, so he's always there. So there's so you just walk in and go.
How is Kevin Ted?
What?
How is Kevin Ted?
Because he's not the original. The family was 2 generations, and the original guy was Ted, so he didn't change it.
I looked this place
up. You just walk in and go, "Hey, Homer said I'd leave the money for a bet." Kevin will go, "Okay, over here."
Oh wow.
So it's real easy, and then he calls me and says,
people do that?
It's been done 0 times. And do you know why?
Because they don't want to lose to you?
They talk, but they don't bring the cash. So when they come on the show, hey, we'll do this, fine, get Ted's. And they don't. That tells me that their opinion is soft. But it's easy to say it. It's different when you bring the cash.
I want to go to Ted's and Tosa with you.
Well, I'm there often, so that's not a difficult thing.
Like, I like a good breakfast. Can we get breakfast there?
Yes, that's what they do. They have breakfast and the best milkshakes in Milwaukee, because one milkshake is good enough for about 2.5 people.
Oh, wow.
What's your go-to flavor?
Oh, they're all the same. Just chocolate, vanilla. They have all the strange flavors, but to me, it's the size that matters.
Okay, what qualifies as a strange flavor?
Size matters.
I don't know. peanut butter, marshmallows. I mean, they have all of them. I don't know what they. I just don't.
Brad loves a peanut butter fiber wrap. You ever had that before?
Sure do.
A peanut butter fiber wrap?
Yeah, you have no idea what that is.
No, I do know what that is.
What is it?
It's a wrap that has fiber in it. It's a strong fiber thing. And peanut butter, high fiber, and peanut butter.
Yep.
Peanut butter, and I know all that stuff.
Brad's got good bowels.
And the key is you find out the big name, and then you go to Aldi's and find something that's almost exactly the same, and it's about half the price. So
take notes, Brad.
I have taken notes.
And bring your
knows about Aldi.
Bring your cash to Potawatomi Casino Hotel as well, because they have dozens of self-service kiosks for betting, seating for over 200 in the new sports book.
Yeah, that's like 1,000,000 times better than Ted's. Ted's is not his business. It's just me bothering people. Their place is fantastic.
It's unbelievable.
And even if you don't gamble, it's the greatest setup to watch
to just enjoy
ever. And now when you get there and you're watching a sporting event, but I give them credit because they don't give you something garbage because they know you'll go there to gamble. They've created this incredible place, 2,200 feet. So whatever game you want to go, whatever game, whatever sport, you go there to watch it, and then you can put down a little something as well. It's whoever made this decision did a brilliant job.
Do I even need to continue? I mean, 20-minute reserve parking if you do want to place the bet, but even if you don't want to place a bet, just park and go in and watch the dang stuff at 2,000 square foot video wall.
Unless I missed it, it's better than every sports book in Las Vegas.
I mean, with the detail that they put into it, it is unbelievable. And you know why? Because the person that is running it came from Las Vegas. So check out Potawatomi Casino's new sports book. Whether you like to bet or not, it is a spot for you to enjoy some upcoming I don't know.
And they got great food, too. It's just amazing.
Yeah. He did my read for me.
Ready to go.
Do I have to get my talent?
Nope.
More Homer before the Homer Hour, which I love Rain Man on my way to pick up my baby girl. Next.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN.
Can you try it again?
Worcestershire? It's getting Worcestershire every time I say it.
Shire.
Worcestershire. How, you try and say
Why
it.
would they name something so complicated?
Exactly. You
If they're
try and say
to
it. It's WORCESTER Shire. Worcestershire.
All right, as we're looking that up, 2 more questions.
Worcestershire.
Yeah, no.
Worcestershire Shire.
Worcestershire.
It feels like it should end at Worcestershire.
On ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Hey, it's Gabe Neitzel. Join myself and Stephen Watson every Tuesday night at 6 here on 94.5 ESPN for On the Tee, presented by Wisconsin Golf Trips. Each and every Tuesday, Stephen and I are going to give you the latest in Wisconsin golf, sprinkle in some of the latest in our own golf games, plus talk about professional golf. Get your golf fix each and every Tuesday night at 6 with On the Tee, presented by Wisconsin Golf Trips, right here on 94.5 ESPN, or listen back to the show with Wisconsin On Demand.
Spring into massive April savings with the Midwest #1 automotive leader at your nearby Milwaukee Metro region Kunis Auto Group dealership. Get incredible spring cleaning sale pricing on America's best-selling brands from both Buick and GMC at nearby Kunis locations in Greenfield and Oak Creek. Your April savings will blossom with incredible spring cleaning savings and discounts on our entire inventory of new and pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs. At Kunis, we make it easy to find the vehicle of your needs, always at a price and payment that you can afford. Spring is the perfect time to refresh your ride. We're paying top Kelley Blue Book values on your trade, no matter what the mileage or condition. The weather's warming and the deals are getting hot at your Kunis Auto Group dealerships, the Midwest #1 automotive leaders. Spring is the season for savings, exclusively at your local Milwaukee Metro region Kunis Auto Group dealerships, or shop online at shopkunis.com.
Engagement rings, wedding bands, and big anniversary diamonds.
Welcome to Kessler's.
What do you get when you combine grilled-to-order deliciousness with only the finest Wisconsin cheeses? Cousin Sub's new Wisconsin cheese steaks, featuring either steak or chicken, bacon, cheddar cheese, sautéed onions, and their new Cheddar Supreme cheese sauce. It's a match made in dairy heaven. And the decadence doesn't stop there. Pair your Wisconsin cheesesteak with their new Orange Dream Shake. All are available for a limited time only. Order in store, online, or via the mobile app. Cousin Subs. We believe in better.
Spring is here, and your Milwaukee and Chicago area IKEA stores are rolling the savings outdoors for the annual sidewalk sale. Visit IKEA Oak Creek, Bolingbrook, and Schaumburg from May 10th to the 27th for a wide variety of furniture and home furnishings at big discount. New products will be added throughout the sale. And don't miss IKEA's Sidewalk Sale Super Saturdays, May 11th, 18th, and 25th, where the first 200 IKEA family members receive a $25 gift card. Not an IKEA family member yet? Visit IKEA.com/US to sign up today.
Prize Picks is America's #1 fantasy sports app with more than 5 million members. It is the most fun and exciting way to get in on the action while you watch your favorite sports and players. Pretty simple. You just pick more or less on 2 or more players' stats for a shot to win up to 100x on your cash. And testing my skills on Prize Picks this playoff basketball season, it's the most simple way to get in on the action. You just select 2 or more players, pick more or less on their projected stats, and submit your lineup. Made my first $10 deposit and received an instant $10 bonus. If you have the skills, you can play for a shot at turning your $10 into $1,000. This playoff season, the star players mean more on Prize Picks. Keep an eye out for starred players on the board, and you could receive a 10% payout boost if they're in your winning lineup. Download the app today and use that code WI for a first deposit match up to $100. That's code WI on Prize Picks for a first deposit match up to $100. Pick more, pick less. It's that easy.
Earth Justice is a national legal nonprofit defending the environment and people's health. Until justice stands for all, our lawyers will never rest. More at earthjustice.org/neverrest. Earth Justice, because the earth needs a good lawyer.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Everybody get on your feet. You'll make me nervous when you're in the seat. Take off your shoes.
Oh, it's beautiful outside. 73 degrees, sunny. I'll have to drive home in it. It's the best time of year to go be outside doing something. Ride your bike, go for a walk, play some golf, but you can't do that if you're experiencing joint pain. That's why you need to call my friends at QC Kinetics. Because if you think surgery or steroids or harmful medications are your only options, you haven't heard or talked to QC Kinetics. You could be like one of the thousands of patients around the country who did talk to QC Kinetics. Like Abby, choosing constant back pain and doing nonstop rounds of painkillers, steroids, and ice packs. QC Kinetics use Abby's own natural biologics to treat that aggravating pain. And today, Abby feels like a whole new person who never had back pain at all. Or Chad. Chad was the guy that lived life to the fullest and was going down the traditional route of the doctor for months to get pain medications because of the severe aches in his knees. After Chad went to his high school reunion on crutches, he was determined to find an answer. That answer, QC Kinetics. Now he's bounding around like his old self, and that knee pain, it's gone. I'd love to be telling your story next. Call QC Kinetics now for a free consultation at 414-285-3474. That's 414-285-3474. 414-285-3474.
He's Brad Nortman. I'm Ben Brust. Kyle Wallace rocking to Dr. Duke and the tomatoes and jelly and jam. And our guy Homer before the Homer Hour is joining us, as he does every Wednesday.
Yes, the Packers, by the way, should hire Scott Holsopple, who's a strength and conditioning coach from Marquette many years ago and has done football at various places. They just had to get rid of those new people.
Already?
Just like that.
Yeah.
Clear house. Because of a couple pec injuries?
Well, like, you go 20 years without any pec injuries. Now, these guys show up and they got 3. Yeah. Assuming
are you including the coach in that?
Yep. Yes, of course.
You know Matt LaFleur's in there.
I'm not saying, but like he's more susceptible to an injury.
Well, no, but that tells you if you have football players and the coach
and the old guy,
they both get it, like something's wrong.
It's worrisome. It is worrisome. That's what the note said. In Rob, now Homer.
Rob Domofsky earlier said it's a valid question that you were posing.
It was worrisome. Homer said it. Homer's a legend. He's an Emmy Award winner himself.
And not only that, they still haven't figured out the hamstring issue because Josh Jacobs has a hamstring injury.
Yeah, but everybody has hamstring problems. That's nothing new.
But
it's a.
There's this whole push to make sure that the hamstrings get figured out. They haven't been doing much running.
No, hold on. First of all, you know this. They're not going to figure out the hamstrings. Hamstrings have been an issue for 100 years. Nobody's figured it out. They're not going to figure it out.
The brilliant minds at University of Wisconsin are spearheading that effort.
Hold on. You think they're the first people to try to work on...
They got a grant, Homer. They got a grant.
From the government.
Yeah, they said, you guys, figure out hamstrings.
Yeah, no one's ever done...
That's from the top.
No one's ever done that before.
Yeah, in 100 years, they didn't have the medical equipment and the advancements to figure it out.
Yes, they did. They've been trying to figure out hamstrings
since
the Old
about?
Testament. Yes, because it's a huge problem.
They may have been trying to figure it out, but they didn't have the resources to do so.
Okay, fine.
Don't you knock the research...
I'm saying... That
University that the University of Wisconsin is?
Yeah, because all they've been doing it all this time, just like somebody says the end of the world's coming like August 12th. I don't believe it. Why? Because everyone who's done is wrong. You'll be number 20,000. And can you imagine? Somebody do the research on all the studies they've done on hamstrings. Everybody has a hamstring problem.
Where do you want me to start?
You ever had a hamstring problem?
I've tightened up in the back.
Everybody has it, and they can't stop them.
Yeah. When I was playing softball post basketball, I'd run to first base. Oof,
by the way, there's the label for my Emmy. The trophy itself I gave to some guy who works at Ted's.
Why?
Why'd you? Because my wife said I had too much stuff around the house.
So you gave away the Emmy trophy?
Yeah.
Well, can you please read the Emmy?
Yeah, 1997, 1998 Chicago/Midwest Emmy Awards. Outstanding achievement for individual excellence on camera. News anchor. Steve, quote, the Homer, unquote, True. Composite WISN TV.
Why aren't you still on TV if you're an Emmy Award winner?
That's real. This is like the truth.
10-17.
No, Emmys don't mean crap.
Oh, well, that's why Greg Olson has 2.
What you got against Greg Olson?
So the guy before me, Mark Strell, had been the weather guy.
Yeah.
He won back-to-back Emmys, and then they fired him. So
they didn't fire you, did they?
Yeah, no. 3 weeks after I won the award, they eliminated the 5 o'clock sports.
Wait, why'd you keep the plate? Why'd you keep the nameplate then?
I mean,
if it doesn't mean anything.
No, the plate means something. Yeah, it says on what I won.
But you just said the award doesn't mean anything.
No, the trophy itself, he puts it up in his house. All Emmys look the same. So I thought, my wife said I got too much stuff around the house. Get rid of some. I said, all right, I'll get rid of that.
That's fair.
The guy who works I call Backbone. I'm sure he has a nice place for it, and he's proud.
Wait, you call him Backbone?
Backbone, yeah.
Weather guy?
No, he's
the guy.
he does the dishes.
Not
the guy
actually
attends.
the backbone.
Oh,
but
He's the backbone of the
place.
establishment.
Yes, there you go.
Because he does the dishes.
So
I had a question for Homer, then he just took me down this wild path. So he doesn't give a crap about his Emmy.
no, I care about the label. I
Would
like
you
the
have
label.
voted for Aaron Rodgers and Bobby Kennedy? It's Bobby to Aaron.
Actually, I believe it's Bobby Kennedy and Aaron Rodgers.
Oh, I'm sorry, Bobby.
Quite honestly.
Aaron is
No,
he takes a little attention.
I would not. No,
You wouldn't vote for Aaron, even though you know him. That's your friend.
I don't. I didn't vote for my older brother when he ran for class president.
Why not?
Terrible. Because I thought the other guy was better. I didn't know.
No, that ain't right. That ain't right.
Did you tell him that?
I don't remember that it was but like he was in 8th grade and I was in 2nd grade. So they had to.
What do you know in second grade?
They give second graders a vote in the 8th grade election?
You can barely write and hand your own name.
School election.
Yeah, it was a president or whatever. In Catholic school, they didn't call him class president. It was, I don't know, king or whatever.
So if you're running for 8th grade president, you
Yeah.
have to appeal to the 8th graders and the second graders?
He couldn't
That's
win.
impossible.
He
was probably still wet in the bed or peeing his pants at school.
He lost, didn't he? If he couldn't appeal to his brother, he probably lost.
He did lose, yeah.
Because Homer wasn't going
Hold
around
on.
to the other second graders.
Hold on.
Vote for my brother. Vote
Hold
for my
on.
brother.
If I had to do it over, I wish I had voted for my brother. I wish they would have told me that this is what you do for your brother. No one in the family said.
So you
do
went
this.
home and you told them I didn't vote for him.
No, they asked like, well, did you vote? Yeah, I voted for the other guy.
That wasn't just an
Nobody
error?
was that bothered by it. It doesn't.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
I don't,
That's you
a
get
tough-
kicked out
it's
the
tough
house.
in the
no,
true
I
family.
think
Treason.
I think that I was viewed as a little different. I'm not sure of that.
You have a
but-
medical condition?
No, my other brother wrote a play about the family, and he said all he ever did was mention to me that I complained about the rules all the time when we played. So I think they kind of accepted anything I did because I was a little bit.
Well, I accept what he does coming up next.